それはああこれは
サタアンダキ
違うだろ
I actually made it before it looped. You guys didn't have to suffer that long. And if you were excited to, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll play it again later, probably. Welcome back to Persona 5 Strikers. I got my water. We're all ready. We're on the beaches of Okinawa. Last time we played, and you know how I said I hope I can grind from here? Well, you're in luck. Look at this. Enjoying the sunset with all of the waifus. Especially Yusuke Kitagawa. Look at him. Look at his cool hat. So, since the last time I played, I still have not checked out that little whatever it is Morgana found. I guess we'll go see what he's up to. But, yeah, I have verified that you can actually go into the RV at any time and check it out. Specifically right here, right now. Beach meeting! Beach meeting! Ah, this is awesome! I didn't expect this at all. I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's easy. They just come in whatever clothing they happen to be wearing. Whatever 3D model already exists. But look at this! It's like, for once, we're not the Phantom Thieves. For once, we're not constantly on a mission. We're just hanging out at the beach, because we took a road trip over here. Ah, it's so good! I teleported everyone in the RV. I think some people aren't even on the beach right now. They're out, like, in the middle of, I don't know, dodging eggs or something. Oops! What's up, Worst Company? Welcome on in. Yeah! All the waifus, but no Morgana! Dang, you're right. Looks like we didn't just call in the crew. Looks like we also called in the chickens! Alright, okay, let me just show you all what I've been up to. Can we just appreciate... Well, first, the fact that this RV can accommodate so many fowl. And just also appreciate that the game lets you take a little tiny break and just do whatever you want right here, right now. Yeah, nice one, Rev. Yeah. Meanwhile, at a certain orphanage in Okinawa, wait a minute, this ain't no Yakuza. Yeah. I think it's time we gather round. Gather round for what? We're having the time of our lives right now.
I wouldn't mind having a meeting in our bathing suits. It might actually be refreshing.
Definitely refreshing to my eyes. What?
You're right. We should be proactive in thinking outside the box, from an artistic perspective as well as from a philosophical standpoint.
Yusuke, when did you read the dictionary? Okay, Inari. Let's stop you right there. We don't have an eternity to listen to you ramble. Back to the topic. The research facility staff is returning tomorrow, correct?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Zenkichi was saying he'll talk to them once they're back. Depending on what we find out, we may just discover the connection between the lab and all these jails.
The research laboratory is where they altered Emma in some way.
Anyways.
I will hold my tongue when it comes to, like, you don't have to modify code anywhere. It's, whatever. We'll find out the deets tomorrow, one way or another. Let's just enjoy the beach for now. I suppose it's important to change up the pace every once in a while. Now that the sun is set, perhaps we should get some dinner ready. I have an expectation that
No one will eat dinner that night.
probably not. Anyway, I've got some requests to turn in. Prison mail, I need to show Lavenza that persona, but also Makoto Melon Buster Nijima. She wanted me to deliver 1 watermelon. Well, I have 6. I hope at least one of them is tasty and good. We'll have to buy a watermelon somewhere. At least we can take it. And we're gonna do the watermelon smashing. I don't know if we'll get a cutscene, but let's deliver it. Oh, wait a minute. Shark is saying, can we assume Futaba's at least 5 feet tall? If so, that's one wide-ass RV. Futaba's pretty small, actually. If you ever see pictures of her standing next to Joker, she's like half his height. I think that's just an exaggeration. If you look up stats on, like, the game, I think she's only, like... I think she's 4'11"? And then, in a surprising little bit of lore, she grows 1 inch taller between that game and this.
Incredible.
It's cool that they, like, establish that she's still, like, a grown person. It's like she's real. The RV is still, like, 7 to 8 feet tall. She's bending her legs. Whoa, look at this watermelon. Thanks, I bought it myself. Looks like I've got my hands full, all right. Now I need to make sure I can crack it open cleanly so everyone can have some.
Care to get started? Oh, but what about the stick?
We'll just use Morgana. Just grab him by the tail, whip him around like a flail, and go like... Ouch.
Speaking of which...
Well, when I was in the jail, I realized something. Wow, that is just the plot of every Yakuza game, isn't it? When I was in jail, I realized something. And that just kicks off the entire game, doesn't it? Rather than wield a weapon I'm not as familiar with, like a stick, she's gonna punch it? I figured my fist might give us better results. Yo! Karate chop! And now, since I'm nice and warmed up thanks to that jail excursion, I feel like I could split it right down the middle now. Ooh, everyone stand far back.
Woo!
So bold.
To be fair, she does have brass knuckles that I bought from the black market. That's actually true. Hey, Hector, welcome on in. You want to see Persona 4 protagonist stand next to Futaba? Is he? Yeah. I feel like the Persona 4 peoples are like the tallest ones in the entire series. Especially if you play the dancing games, they just look so long. It might just be the art style, but just look. Look at those legs. They're like half his body. And think about it, Kanji is taller than that. Yeah. If I manage to break it into acceptable pieces, would you help me pass them out to the rest of the group? You mean if you don't just shred it to a pulp? I mean, then we can have watermelon smoothie. Of course, you can claim the best piece first, Chris. Well, thank you, Makoto. I don't know if we're together in this timeline, but you know that's still very kind of you. After all, you put the most effort into helping with my request. I mean, according to the request itself, it said Queen did all the work. Yeah, Futaba gained 1 inch in height. She truly leveled up. Or maybe, like, since she's finally getting out into the world, her spine has straightened and it just goes... and her true height has revealed itself. Okay, I'll let you know when I'm ready. Count my spins for me while it's whacking time, alright?
Mission accomplished.
Whacking time. Hold on, I thought this game was rated E. No, it's rated M. Oh no! Alright, let me just show a little Vins of my persona. Fun factoid, US roads are standardized at 12 feet wide. That's... I've never thought about it that way, but that's huge! And yet it still feels so narrow when I'm just careening down the highway. Especially in LA. I think LA, like, cheats a little bit. There's no way. The highways are so narrow because they have to squeeze in so many lanes. Yeah. I'm not reading this. It's always the same.
Done.
It's done.
May luck be on your side.
Yeah. Man, that's just wild to think about. 12 feet. I suppose it has to, you know, be wide enough to accommodate things like 16-wheelers and whatnot. Also, Sprint, thanks for the hydrate. I think you redeemed that while I was getting the water. That's cheating. But I'll accept it. It's acceptable cheating. Now, let's see. We did the Makoto request, so I think we should be ready to go. Oh, wait a minute. I also got some bond skills so I can cook new stuff. Okinawa soba, let's make one of these. I made sure not to cook them on stream, off stream, because I know that my party members will want to try them. Oh, this Okinawa soba is so good. The clear, savory broth goes perfectly with the fat speckled meat. The fat speckled meat? I don't remember that version of the national anthem. Oh, say, can you fry this pork and ribeye? What's so savory we taste by the bacon's last sizzling. It's impossible to stop eating. Ryuji, Are you okay? Huh? What's wrong, Ryuji? You're not gonna eat? Pork and ribeye, heck yeah. I'm sorry, I have barbecue on the mind ever since going to Korean barbecue. I just wanted an excuse to play specialist. Yes. Nah, it's called Okinawa soba, so I thought it'd better to eat it somewhere hot and sunny, with sweat running down my face. You know what? I'm gonna go eat outside.
Whoa.
Wow, this man's a ramen buffoon. Usually Persona, when they have spin-offs, they tend to flanderize our characters' personality traits entirely too much. And I thought this game was avoiding it so far, but I don't remember Ryuji being this obsessed with ramen. It's like he's turned into papyrus with spaghetti. For real? This man's a ramen buffoon! It was a big hit. Let's eat the leftovers.
Oh, how nice.
Let's get the Genghis Khan too.
All done.
I think I cooked it already though.
Stimulated.
Miso ramen. When do I get to cook sata angdegi?
Is this what you're making?
All done.
Well done. Oh, how nice.
This should be new because it's from the cutscene we just had. Yeah! Persona 4 kanji, definitely tall compared to the rest of the peeps. You know what's really funny? I'm not gonna put the picture up because it's spoilers for Persona 4. But there is a picture at the end of Persona 4, like showing Kanji's height compared to other party members. And for whatever reason, it looks like he's like 2 feet taller than everybody else, even though he is 1 inch taller than the P4 protagonist. They took some liberties with height. Especially like compared to a character he's only 1 foot taller than, but he looks like he's twice their height. Oh, I remember this. It's the curry we made at Zenkichi-san's place. The Kyoto farm veggies really do add flavor, don't they? Oh yeah, Akane was super stoked about it, huh? Why don't you teach Zenkichi how to make it sometime? Then we can have him cook it for her. And us. Yeah! Alright, it's story time. Let me just save that real quick so I don't... the game doesn't crash and I lose things. I also have to remember never to save over this file. You know I won't. If you guys really want to see it, I'll reload the save file and just pick every other character I did not. Hello, Crispy Chicken, and thank you for your recent purchase of one of our Shark products. We are sorry to hear about your dissatisfaction on the recent review with a comment, "It sucks." As part of our preferred customer program, Shark wants to give you 1 free Twitch viewer, starting now. We hope for your continued patronage. Well, I didn't have to pay nothing. Perfect. At this rate, I'll be famous whether I want to be or not. What's up, cat? Look at him, he's just so small. In before, like, the official Persona stats make him, like, 3 feet tall, in cat form. And Miku's gonna make some dinner. Ooh, make something good. Make something good, Miku. It's important to eat. It's important to get rest. Everybody, take care of your health first. I allow it. No entry beyond this point. Well, if that's not sus. But do you think it has anything to do with the research lab?
With the sun setting soon, going alone may be overly risky.
That's true. Should we call everyone else over then? Sure.
Leave it to me.
Okay, I'll contact everyone.
No entry beyond this point? I wonder what for.
Well, we gotta go in now. You guys ever see, like, a no entry sign just somewhere out in a park or, I don't know, in a forest, and it just makes you want to go in even more? It's there for a reason, obviously. I'm not advocating for you to disobey signs like this. But, who knows? Maybe that holds, like, ancient secrets, like an old Nintendo Game Boy kiosk, apparently. Because there's one in Japan that's, like, somewhere out by a shrine on the middle of a mountain. I don't know why. I was looking up old Game Boy stuff. If I can find a picture of it, it's almost like seeing a shrine out on the side of the road in Japan. Except it's a shrine to Nintendo. It's a shrine to Pokemon.
I admit, it only contributes to the mysterious vibe here.
Oh, looks like a dare to me. Come on, who's willing to go the farthest past it?
Okay, Ryuji, we're not here to play chicken. Because you know I'll win.
Nope, this is the end of the line. There's an Utaki down that way. See, there, on the sign?
A what?
What's an utaki?
A Naruto Uzumaki?
Basically, it's a land that's been considered holy since the Ryukyu era. People used to believe the gods lived there, or at least came to Earth there.
Well, then we gotta go. We're in a Persona game. We have to kill the gods. That's what you do. That's how you play.
Locals still revere the places, even today. Going down there for a laugh could get you in real trouble.
Fair.
I've never heard of that stuff here. I'm surprised you know all that.
No entry.
Well, Investigation 101 says to know your territory. Feel free to keep buttering me up, though.
Well, I would love to put butter on a bunger. Anyway, that's clearly where the Black Site Research Facility is. You got that right. Where are they hiding? Deadly neurotoxin. Nukes a Metal Gear? Please be a Metal Gear. That's where they're holding the new Metal Gear games. It's a subsidiary of Konami. The ones that actually make video games, and they've been relegated to this small island in the middle of Okinawa. Oops. No wonder they're not being productive.
Does that mean there are Ryukyu-era customs still being practiced today?
Yep. Reverence of the incomprehensible is ingrained deep in human consciousness.
Okay, Persona. Okay, Persona. I do wonder, like... Oh, there's been rumors, now that you remind me. There's rumors that Konami is actually getting Bluepoint Games. They're the company that's been absolutely killing it with ports of games lately. I think they ported the Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 games to the collection that's in HD. They also did... I can't... It's not on the top of my head right now, but they did a lot. Basically, if you've ever seen a good port of an old, like, PS2 game, then it's likely they did it. There's rumors that they are working on a remake of Metal Gear Solid 1, and it may be on the Fox engine. I don't know if that's true because, you know, E3. Take everything you hear with a grain of salt. Just even don't even believe me. Never believe anything I say. Your life will be much better. But I would like them to do, I would like Konami to do something with Metal Gear, and preferably using a team that's better than Konami's in-house devs. And you know what? That satisfies the need. Bluepoint.
Well, I'm sure you have no interest in pissing off a god today. Let's all listen to the sign and get out of here.
Is this similar to that gate? How mystical. Gate? Oh yeah, the gate.
No, those festoons work differently. But now that you mention it, it is kind of strange.
You're thinking of GTA 5? I haven't actually played the story of GTA 5, but I bet it's silly.
I checked online for any relevant information, but this place does not appear to have any real significance. The other subjects here are far more interesting, such as the shape of the coastline, the sounds of the waves crashing, and the oceanic life forms.
A person's values can affect what makes an impact on them. It might be insignificant to you, but to others, this place may be very sacred.
Or it's a cover-up. I say we have to expose it for what it really is, Zenkichi.
Depends on my values.
Sophia. Oh. Hey.
My apologies.
Somebody feed Matt Mercer.
Stomach. Right on time, as always.
Well, I'm starving too. I bet we all worked up an appetite out there.
Ryuji, we literally just ate soba.
Should we finally kick off our long-awaited barbecue?
Okay, fine. We got the watermelon, we got everything. It's gonna be great. You want some twin snakes? If Nintendo ever does GameCube Virtual Console, that'll be the
Hell
day.
Yeah! Time for an Okinawan meat festival!
I've been waiting for it since the Wii U days. Also, an Okinawan meat festival sounds like something completely different.
Don't forget the curry! We gotta make some tropical edition LeBlanc curry!
I'm thinking like dancers all like gathered around wearing Lady Gaga's iconic meat dresses, performing a ritual of sacrifice. No animal survives.
Not exactly barbecue food. Also, didn't you already have curry on the ferry?
I accept your challenge. Curry will be a perfect complement to the searing white sands of this tropical paradise.
That makes no sense at all. Seriously, what is with you two and curry?
You just don't understand, Ryuji. Curry is just ramen, but more spiced. If you guys haven't had Japanese curry, I recommend it. It's got this savory flavor. It's got as much spice as you want. And like, don't discount it just because maybe you've tried Indian curry and didn't like it, or if you've ever tried Thai curry and didn't like it, which I also like those. But every country that has a dish called curry seems to make it completely differently. What's up, Sophia? Need to learn more of the ways of humanity?
When you gave me the underwater tour, it was a fascinating experience, and something no AI could ever do on their own.
Well, you're welcome.
I guess you could say it made my heart feel full. Although, I don't have a heart.
But you do have one.
It's a simple fact. There is no need to attempt to spare the feelings I lack.
Look, I played Kingdom Hearts 3. They justified freaking Baymax having a heart. If Baymax has a heart, you have a heart too, Sophia.
I am still going to try to understand what feelings are, though. I came to that realization when I first stared out at the sea. For example, being with you and the other Phantom Thieves. It's quite fun. Yes, fun. Did I get that right?
Fun. Sophia, we gotta watch some SpongeBob later. F is for friends.
I got it. I understand another emotion.
Let's do stuff together. U is for uranium. Bombs. N is for no survivors. That's the version I'm thinking of, right?
Okay. I've memorized what fun is.
Thank you. We'll have Sophia controlling all the nukes in the world in no time. Name her Skynet.
Hey, pick up the pace! We've got a whole lot of cooking ahead of us!
Well, I'm coming. Learn the ways of the chicken. That too. I mean, I'm equally knowledgeable in both, meaning none at all. We prepared our feast on the beach. Oh, look at this!
Oh man, this meat is so good!
Oh yeah, we do love some good meat. I was very scared that checking out whatever that sign was would immediately end our beach day. No, we're still going! Look at that portable grill, I love it. Is it just me or does everyone... Does everyone also have a slight tan?
Hey! You saw me about to grab that piece.
The curry is divine as always. And with these leftovers, we're sure to dine on curry udon tomorrow.
Nice! You don't know the differences between each curry. I want to say Japanese curry is my favorite because it's like a balance of savoriness and spice. Indian curry tends to go like as spicy as humanly possible using like cultivated peppers that like put Scoville to shame. I've had Thai curry. It's more of like a peanutty kind of more creamy flavor. And I've had Chinese curry. I don't know how to describe it. It's more like tart. I want to say tart because they use like pineapples sometimes. It's interesting. I recommend just, trying each one if you have a chance.
Let's ignore the fact that you're already planning tomorrow's dinner. Why not add deep-fried tofu for inari curry udon?
I mean, that sounds delicious though.
We've been eating nothing but the most delicious food since this trip began.
Sophia's humming is the sound of the nuke launch sequence. It also, it's like Metal Gear with the AI pod.
Traveling makes it a lot easier to lose track of one's diet. I should be more careful.
We're not supposed to make her Skynet. Look, I know what's best for humanity. I'm not an AI chicken. I'm real. I'm a real person.
Huh? But you're so toned, Makoto. Right?
Toned. If there was ever any doubt that right now we're doing the Makoto chapter, you look pretty ripped. You look like a model. No comment? No. Makoto's been watching that one workout anime. Say the chisto.
I'll take that as a compliment, although I admit I haven't found as much time to train as I'd like lately.
She appreciates it. Look, she's a little blushy.
I mean, who cares if you've packed on a few extra pounds? It
What?
probably gives your punches some extra oomph.
Ryuji, it's all muscle. Come on.
Want to test your theory?
Oh, everyone just stopped. Ryuji, you're big mouth, man.
No, please, I don't.
Expected them to be like half buried in the sand. What are those dudes doing near our RV? We locked it, right?
What is it, Zenkichi? Upset stomach?
They're not watching us, are they?
Oh, nah.
Something bothering you?
It's probably nothing. Let's wrap up. We gotta wake up early tomorrow.
Okay.
Hey, guys. Something's up.
He knows when we're being tailed.
Yeah? What's that?
Keep it down. And listen. I think...
That's dangerous. Don't hurt yourself now. Thinking. Hello? Why is it so creepy? Oh, what? I'm scared. Hey! Who are you? What was that? Get out of our van, man. We're borrowing that. It's fine. I'm sure they're just the local police. They're just checking out, making sure we're all up to code. Wait, was somebody in there? What is this Danganronpa cutscene? What?
Hey! It's empty! They
What
can't
the?
be far! Find them! We have to punish them for defiling hollow ground!
I didn't go nowhere!
Find them!
When did this become Resident Evil 4?
Where are they?
Te voy a matar!
Spread out! Come on!
Os voy a romper a pedazos! Un forastero! What? It is no longer safe for us here.
What the hell is going on? Those guys are effing nuts.
Yeah, time to head to Spain. Let's find the first flight out of here. Oh my god.
No kidding. If Zenkichi hadn't picked up on what was about to happen...
Ooh. He warned us about not going into the grounds. You think we did? What would we do?
Something about defiling hollowed ground. What's that supposed to mean?
I swear, I bought that Sata Andagi with my own money. The beach? The Utaki?
Huh? Didn't actually go, though.
Yeah. I'm betting something happened and they're blaming it on us. Because we're the ones who went closest to it. Also, this is my favorite song from Persona 5. Not really, but it's one of my favorites because it's got like... If you listen closely, you can hear the little bongos. Just imagine the bongo cat going. Light omelet, what's going on? Thanks for the alert.
Maybe... it was the lab?
A lab?
Remember that straw festoon we saw on the entrance?
That's right. We saw it, then proceeded further anyway.
Yeah, but we didn't do nothing.
Hang on. What's so friggin' hollow about some lab?
And even if it is hallowed,
Hallowed?
it doesn't explain how they're acting at all. They look like they want to kill us.
No. No! They're obsessed. They got their desires stolen. It was only a matter of time before somebody used the abilities of Emma to start a cult.
Doesn't matter how we look at it, these people have lost their minds.
Wait, could this be...
So this is just like the first arc of Full Metal Alchemist, isn't it? The desires were taken.
And that would mean there's a monarch somewhere around here, yeah? But Sophia said she can't smell a jail here.
They must be using some strong perfume, or they're masking it with the scent of the ocean. Ooh. Who is it? Who is it?
Correct. I cannot smell any jails here.
Weird.
However, you did also say you got a bad feeling from this place.
Maybe it's Lord Sadler. This is Resident Evil 4. Somebody call Leon! Help!
Considering our current situation, I can only assume it's due to a changing of their hearts.
But nobody tried to attack us until just now.
Maybe the jail happened just now.
Perhaps there really is something on this island. Something even Sophia can't detect.
It's all the work of Albert Wesker. Crass!
What do we do now? They'll catch us if we just stay here.
It's no longer safe. What do we have to do? We gotta get out of here. That's what we gotta do.
Like, to where though? We're not getting across the sea unless we get a boat or something.
Shoot, we're stranded.
In that case, why not just go to the lab?
What do you mean, Gramps?
I guess if they're already out to kill us anyway.
It's pretty obvious, based on how they treat that place, there's something fishy there. No matter where we go on this island, they'd catch us eventually. Why not strike at the heart of the matter right away?
Quick, Ashley, get into the dumpster.
By heart of the matter, do you mean a jail?
However, there is no jail.
I'm the monarch. You got me. I'm starting a chicken cult where we ritualistically sacrifice buckets of KFC to me so I can eat it for lunch.
Sure, there's no jail, but I'd bet we'll at least find something in their holy land.
Maybe there's no jail, but there's like
It sure sounds
something.
like a better plan than waiting in the bushes until they find us, right?
Maybe it's a traditional palace. No way. You're right.
I've got to agree. Okay, let's head for the lab.
Frickin' research labs, insane villagers. This is Resident Evil straight up.
How are we getting there? Without getting spotted?
Give me my 9-foot tall ladies. Let's go. What are we sacrificing? About 12 chickens?
What are you asking me for? Aren't you guys the phantom thieves?
Well, those abilities are only relevant in the cognitive world.
Yeah, we don't really have real weapons for the real world to defend ourselves with.
You just gotta go with the flow. Follow my lead. And keep your voices
All our guns are BB guns. Squidgy Bump, what's up? What are we sacrificing? Hopefully not ourselves. Infiltrate, destroy the Shagohod. Perfect.
We lost them, right?
Look at Futaba, she's ready to go.
Yeah, looks like the coast is clear.
That's surprising. I expected guards to be posted here more so than anywhere else.
I also like how, what? What? Oh, I'm not using my capture card today. I can't zoom that way. I also like how Yusuke is the one that's the most out of breath.
Wait, listen.
Oh,
Steps. Hide.
What was that just now? Just a box.
What's he doing? I can't exactly tell from over here.
This could actually be good for us. There's only one guy. If we capture him, we might be able to question him.
Capture him? What are we gonna do, Fulton extract him? Oh, this is just Peace Walker, isn't it? Maybe he'll join our team. His name is Johnny Sasaki. I can help. Put me in, coach.
Don't worry. Leave it to the professional.
Whose footprints are these?
You're doing it by yourself, Gramps?
I've been through enough training. I'll be fine.
I mean, he is the
You guys
actual
just stay
police
here
officer.
And keep an eye out for any of his buddies.
Holy crap! Gramps just got way cooler.
Hello, excuse me?
Un forastero!
Skunk! You dare defile our Lord's hallowed ground?
Oh, shoot! Did he pull an Akuma again? Yeah, he did.
Wow. Watch your step there. You all right?
We still don't know what his secret badass moves are. You think Atlas just didn't want to animate it? This is the second time he's done that.
Not again! You totally threw him on his ass!
It was clearly self-defense.
Jeez,
He
dude.
truly is a member of public security.
I don't know if you have jurisdiction here. CQC.
Hey, take a look at that.
The sign we saw this morning.
Look again. The 18th was changed to the 19th.
It's always tomorrow. Oh. You know, as a web developer, sometimes websites do that. If you ever see a page that's like, come back at 9 o'clock to see if your page is ready. Whenever there's an error. But it's really just like, it takes the current time and it adds 10 minutes. So when you visit again, it says, come back at 9:10. They're changing the site.
Apparently, the facility's staff is on permanent vacation, one day at a time.
You sneaky
Why
sneaks.
would they do this?
Most likely, to string along anyone who came to the island for the lab. When someone thinks the staff's out for the day, they probably stick around the island.
I see.
Come nighttime, the locals descend on whoever got too curious to protect whatever's in there.
This is straight out of some sort of horror novel. Everything's all nice and bright during the day, and during the night it's like,
For the greater good.
the greater good!
What horrid tactics.
Well, let's investigate a bit. If his heart's been changed, he should have a smartphone with Emma installed.
Dang. It feels like the only place to be safe from all this Emma stuff is like visit an Amish village where they don't even have phones. The greater good. Nice, Minetta.
Up, found it. Yep, there's Emma, all right. And he only has one friend?
Oh, he installed it just for the cult leader.
Shuzo Ubukata?
Buddha Buddha Wada Wada?
There's a chance this Ubukata is the monarch of Okinawa.
ManokAdobo?
Anyone got a keyword?
That one's a lot tougher.
You don't even know who this Bubukata is. Bubukata.
Oh, hang on. There's an email here.
Also, is this guy okay? Is he dead? You didn't kill him, right, Gramps? Quick, somebody hold him up so he just, like, stays there. No!
Cordial invitation to serve as a tester of the Emma system.
Tester? So this is, like, one of the first.
An Emma tester?
Oh, this even has a keyword in it.
Check his pulse, Yugi.
Operation Oraculi?
Who sent him the email?
I don't recognize the address. Maybe it's from the lab?
The lab asked all of these guys to be Emma testers?
What now? Thanks to the email, we know the keyword's Operation Oraculi.
If the people who call this place hallowed had their hearts changed, then it's going to be jail-related, without a doubt.
Question is, how much does this extend across the island? Is it like everybody? It would explain like when we tried to investigate in the daytime, everyone was like, yeah, don't pay no mind to any sort of secret labs.
But, like, we can't find a jail here, right, Sophia?
He's dead.
I'm
Well-
not sure. At the very least, I do not smell one.
At least he didn't have a character portrait. That's how you know he's not important. He's breathing. No, that's just like the remnant salt in his bloodstream and muscle cells. It's just death twitches. Oh, only one way to know for sure.
He's right. If we can't get in, that'll settle it. But if there is a jail here, testing the keyword will send us right in.
You know who should send the email? They usually have a sender. Funny thing about that, email security sucks butt. And people can just set whatever they want as the sender. Or even just hide it entirely. So, yeah. Think about that before you accept any spam mail
Are we all ready?
from your
We have
quote-unquote
no choice
friend.
but to try. Our pursuers have decided our path.
Yeah. Even the metaverse feels safer to me than this place does now.
Best case, he has a concussion. That's still medically horrible.
Okay, let's do it.
Emma, add Shuzo Ubukata to my friend registry. Keyword, Operation Oraculi.
Is it gonna happen?
Guess it doesn't work.
No.
Wait, I can smell a jail.
Now?
The scent is already all around us.
What?
Keyword successfully entered.
What?
Beginning navigation.
Did it just start? Excuse me? Eh? If he was alright, he would have gotten up by now. He has brain damage. Oops. Self-defense. The cop said so. Why is it so... Oh my god! I guess we're changing category to Resident Evil 2. Umbrella.
Is this the lab? It's kind of eerie.
When did the graphics get so good?
Bad vibes here, guys. This place looks straight up haunted.
Queen, you alright?
Yep, all fine here.
Oh no, because she's the one who's most scared.
Screw you too, Can!
I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Where are you, sis? I'm so sorry.
Just grabbing on the Joker's leg.
Wait. I didn't know you two were...
Well, you don't know this playthrough. Maybe not.
No. We're just friends.
Yeah. Sorry, Haru. I just need to be there for every team member.
There is a jail here.
Oh, jeez. It does often feel like in Persona 5, Makoto feels like the person that the writers of the game assume that you're going to choose. I don't know, it's like every other girl has their own kind of story arc that's kind of side to Joker. And you know, he can insert themselves into their lives, but it's like Makoto's is the one that's specifically about him and Makoto doing their like Yakuza investigation stuff. It's kind of interesting, actually. Yeah, they really try to pair you with Makoto. It's like how in Dragon Quest V, they really try to pair you with the wife character that looks like Bulma. Spoiler alert, every character in that game looks like Bulma. But like, she's on the box art of that. And not the other brides.
And that means this Ubukata person is its monarch, right?
Well, that's all but confirmed now.
But why wasn't Sophie able to detect it until just now?
Did it just come into being?
There is a possibility that it was sleeping.
Sleepy jail?
Jails can sleep?
Once the
Wow,
keyword was
I'm jealous.
entered, it almost felt as if this place woke up.
Ah,
Sure.
So you mean jails have a sleep mode?
Now,
Very
this is a
energy
new
efficient.
wrinkle.
I feel like someone is calling my name. Hey? Lavenza, what up? I swear, if Igor just suddenly appears...
You
No,
appear
he's
to
still
have
gone.
entered quite the conundrum.
I think things are starting to get real. Hello? What's wrong, Lavenza? It's just another jail,
What
right?
awaits you here in these lands is an inhuman being. This is where she...
See?
No, I oughtn't speak any further.
I'm concerned. If it's got the Velvet Room attendants quivering in fear...
My duty is to witness your path laid before you by your decisions. You must witness for yourself the being I
She?
have mentioned.
Let's go, Return of Izanami. Heck
As for
no.
why I have called you here, a new form of persona execution is now at your disposal.
Oh, we got triple fusions?
You may now perform the Triad Fusion, a group execution harnessing special power.
Like how Final Fantasy VII pairs you with Aerith by default. Basically, like, just by going neutral, you always get the most points with her. It's very interesting to the story of Final Fantasy VII. Also, Final Fantasy VII Intergrade coming out Friday. PlayStation owners eating good this week. And the Ratchet & Clank. It's really unfortunate how PS5s are still hard to come by. Even despite the fact that Sony is making a lot of them, it's just they're getting bought up. By scalpers, most likely, but like, Sony's making them as fast as they can. Triad Fusion.
Triad Fusions allow you to generate even more powerful personas.
It's gonna be interesting how people talk about
Please make
Ratchet
wise
and Clank
use of it in preparation for the trials ahead.
Rift Apart.
Farewell.
Because it's like the first PlayStation 5
Welcome to the
exclusive
Velvet
that's
Room.
really made just for that system. Because Demon's Souls is the first like exclusive that's only playable on PS5. But it doesn't really take advantage of the system, so you know, it could have been on PS4 if they really wanted it to be. Just with lower resolution and whatnot. This game, PS5, has that fast hard drive. The developers are like really taking advantage of it.
Performing a fusion.
So you can't actually make this game, or Ratchet & Clank, on the PS4 without probably changing a lot. Nothing. Oh, there is a triple fusion. Mitra.
It seems that it can gain new power.
Ah, it's just that one. I'm okay with the personas I have. Goodbye.
May luck be on your side.
New Ratchet & Clank is getting fantastic reviews.
What's up?
And just one thing that deserves to be called out. Hold on, let me get that up. Apparently, several developers from Insomniac are tweeting out how not only is the game getting good reviews, but that is even with the fact that nobody, or at least nobody who's talking publicly about the game, had to do any crunch. They're just doing normal 40-hour work weeks. They're just like doing their normal jobs. Nobody forced them to work overtime. Nobody forced them to work like outside of their salary. They're just working normally, and they made a fantastic game. It is possible to work on a great game without suffering. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, bravo, Insomniac. With how many developers are like forcing crunch, even when they say they're not going to. I'm looking at you, Naughty Dog, as well as Cyberpunk. Or CD Projekt Red, rather. It's sad that it has to be commended. But yes, I felt a little bit bad about buying the new Ratchet & Clank because it's $70, and that's just gonna be the new standard for video games. But if it means that the developers get respected, then okay, I will pay that $70. That's what's worth it to me. And, what was I gonna say about that? Yeah, Ratchet & Clank. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be my first Ratchet & Clank. Woo! No crunch!
Anyways, if all the people on this island got their hearts changed, doesn't that mean their desires were taken?
I guess.
We've gotta get them those desires back, fast. We're in real danger until we do.
Maybe this is like a joint Ryuji Makoto dungeon.
Good point. First, we need to figure out where they're being held.
Be happy to see the streams. I've only ever played a little bit of the first Ratchet & Clank at a friend's house. And, like, I stopped playing when they told me where to go, and it turned out to just be, like, jumping off a cliff. And, like, okay, I'm not playing this anymore.
This really is real, isn't it? I just keep feeling like I'm losing it. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm gonna stick around here while you do your thing. This place is your territory, not mine.
This is the second time Senkichi's been to a jail.
Yeah, leave it to us. This is where we take down whoever's in our way.
Let's do it. You'll be safe here. I don't... You've got a gun, right? At least you can shoot the shadows. Sure you won't get lonely, Gramps?
Hell no. I'm a grown man.
What does that have to do about not getting lonely?
Just a moment. Sophie? I hear a voice deeper inside.
Your heart?
What do you mean by that?
I can hear someone calling for me. I'm going to check it out.
Can you hear the Velvet Room now?
Hey, wait! Sophie!
Wait, Sophie, stop!
Let's go, Joker.
Alright, look at her Naruto run. She not in the party. Also, by the way... Oh yeah, she's not available. By the way, here's the party I'm using for this jail. I did a little bit of off-screen grinding. And, so I'm gonna be using Yusuke, Makoto, and Haru because I have actually just expected this to be the Makoto dungeon. If it's not, I'm still using her anyway because I've literally not used her at all for more than like one stream. Got the levels a little higher up. They're still not matching me and Haru, but they're not sad. And you know, I haven't used Yusuke in a while.
All right.
Yeah, I've been thinking of ways to play the original. Oh, look at the team! I've been thinking of ways to play the original Ratchet & Clanks.
She said it was a voice.
Whatever it is, we have to catch up to her.
I'm getting real, like, not just Resident Evil vibes. It's like, there's this
What's the deal with
PSP
this
first-person shooter.
It's so creepy.
Are you holding up, Queen?
Yes, fine. Let's hurry up and find Sophie.
That has like dungeons and lab corridors just like this. What is this place? It looks like an indie PS4 horror game.
Hang on.
I love the music though.
There's something here.
Ooh. But yeah, I've been looking at eBay auctions. I think I'm gonna buy the Ratchet & Clank PS3 HD collection. That's the first 3 games, right? And you know, also get was it Ratchet & Clank Tools of Destruction?
Is that a tape recorder? Let's see if it works.
This plan brings to fruition a dream long cherished by the research team. No, by all mankind.
Really is like Ari, just finding diary entries. Looks like the tape recorder is functional. Or maybe I'm playing Bioshock.
Every last test subject, a successful change of heart.
Oh.
When the penitentiary system is complete, the concept of suffering will be dead to all mankind.
Penitentiary. So somebody made a system for like stealing quote-unquote evil people's desires so that they can be reformed and go back into society? They're doing it through the metaverse. This is so effed up.
Now, let us rejoice and welcome the new age of humanity. Emma shall be our guide into this promised land.
Yo, would you kindly?
Emma? And changes of heart?
Would you kindly? That's how you steal desires. Would you kindly give up all your desires to Alice in Wonderland?
Just as Ichinose said, there was indeed some form of experimentation on Emma here.
Can Worst Company talk about the Ratchet & Clank remake? I think I already know the story, but feel free to describe it.
The voice said something about a penitentiary system, too.
Like, the quote-unquote remake of Ratchet 1 is just based on that movie they made, so it's not really the first game.
I think I understand what they were researching here now.
Jails. Changes of heart. They were making jails.
Yes, that would be a logical conclusion.
That's why they're called jails. Oh, that's a key item.
Anyway, we'll talk more about it later. We need to track down Sophie first.
Right. We have to catch up with her.
Damn it, Shorty.
Shorty.
You have to run off like that.
Shorty. Open sesame.
Hey, why is it gotta get so dark on us?
It has
Did the
grown
music
even
get-
eerier as well. What lies in wait ahead of us?
Did the music get more
Visibility
intense?
level's a real issue, but I'm still worried about Sophie.
There's an enemy in there. I'm scared.
Shadow.
Partition glass.
There! Sophie!
Sophie, what are you doing?
Thank goodness you're safe, Sophie.
This is a better situation than Bioshock. At least real people aren't dying and splicing their DNA. You had us worried. Don't just run off like that. Don't tell me this is like a shadow, Sophie.
I'm sorry.
You said you heard a voice, yeah? Figure out who it is yet?
Your creator?
No. It disappeared once I arrived here.
We never heard anything of the sort.
So only Sophie could hear it?
It was very strange. The voice sounded similar to my own.
Emma is Sophie. Sophie's the... Emma's gotta be like the prototype for
It was
Sophie.
calling my name. Maybe the owner of the voice knows me.
How's that, Sophie?
I wonder. Don't tell me, but I'm probably gonna look it up later. I wonder if Sophie's voice actress is Ichinose's voice actress.
The only memory I recall before meeting Joker is the directive to become humanity's companion. I've traveled so far with you all and learned many things, but I still know nothing about myself.
Emo's the bio-lizard? She's the ultimate life form. Prototype.
When I heard the voice, I thought I had found my chance to learn about me.
Does that make Sophie Shadow? She gonna go around with hover shoes, like grinding on rails and shooting her yo-yos over the place while talking about the Chaos Emeralds.
I'm sorry for worrying you.
It all begins with this. This is a Sega game. Look, Sophie, you're Sophie. No one else.
Thanks, Joker.
Whatever you were meant to do. I say you're doing a bang-up job.
I've got a feeling we can learn more about you right here.
Shadow, but with the happy emotion.
Huh?
What makes you say that?
I've been thinking for a while now.
That's dangerous.
Jails, Emma,
Made that joke already.
Sophie. I keep looking for some kind of connection. We found Sophie in a jail, right? Emma was linked to that jail. And Sophie is an AI like Emma.
I'm surprised we were able to take Sophie out of the jail.
There's no way these are all coincidences. Something has to link all three. I had hoped we'd eventually come across the answer if we investigated the jails we found.
I see. You believe these things have a uniting factor.
Imagine if there was a Sophie in each jail and we just happened to find this one.
Not only that,
Yeah, I see, Dylan. The Ratchet & Clank remake doesn't even line up with the second and third games. Alright, HD collection it is for me. There's a reason I still have a
I at
PS3.
least kind of know what Sophie's going through. Not knowing your identity or your past, it's rough.
You're right. Okay, maybe this is Morgana's jail. Or maybe like this is the last jail and just throwing together Ryuji, Morgana, and Makoto because they haven't really had jail like assignments yet.
So let's join Sophie in hunting down this mystery voice.
How do I feel about Tom Holland playing Nathan Drake? He is in too many things right now. Like, don't get me wrong, he's a fantastic actor, and I am like so impressed by his performance as Peter Parker Spider-Man. But like, he doesn't need to be in everything. Really. It's weirding me out that he is Nathan Drake and they have was it Mark Wahlberg as Sully? That's even more of a like, yeah, he's supposed to be younger, but like he doesn't even look like Sully. He doesn't even act like Sully. He doesn't even sound like Sully. It's very hard to believe these people as their characters, no matter at what age they claim to be. Plus, we even see a young Nathan Drake in like Uncharted 3. Let's do it for Sophie.
Agreed. For Sophie.
He's the Yuri Lowenthal of live action. Now wait a minute! I'm gonna be seeing Tom Holland in things until like the year 2030.
Really?
Colin, what's up? I see you peeking. Is this Danny DeVito's dungeon?
Thank you.
Well, now we got 2 missions. 1, take back all the locals' desires so they stop trying to kill us. And 2, figure out who the hell keeps yelling at Sophie.
No yell. Let's focus on the voice. Oh, I love that show.
I disagree. The islanders are in need of help too.
Oh.
And I am humanity's companion.
She is so selfless.
Oh, looks like you're back in the swing of things.
Tom Holland in the Home Alone remake, or 5, he's both Kevin and the Wet Bandits. He's just playing every character. Starring Tom Holland and Tom Holland with Tom Holland.
Alright, Phantom Thieves, let's get to it.
Shadow, just on the other side.
I do wonder how that movie's gonna be. Can I, like, am I gonna smash through this? Hold on, this is gonna be epic. Yo! Hell yeah! Who's fighting? Also, listen to the music, by the way. Aw, it's done. Oh, yeah.
That flew by.
Yeah, I kind of wish I'd be showing that song off a little bit more. No, that door's not working too. How do I get around? Ba, 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 dum, ba, ba. Oh, wait a minute. Air vents. That's how. I gotta remember to use my thief eyes. So I remember that this game, if you, I think, pre-ordered it, at least on the PC version, I think on PS4, all you need to do is have a save file from P5. You can set the battle music to songs from the other Personas. 2 versions of Persona 1, the PS1 and the PSP version, the 2 Persona 2 games, the Persona 3 music. Hold on, check it out. That's the one y'all came for, right? Oh, yeah. Have the locals already murdered people at this point? I hope not, but it could very well be, it could very well have happened. Oh, maybe we're the only ones curious enough. But if this game canonically ends up with people dying because of what's happening in the metaverse, well, you know what? It's not the first time. It's not. Persona could actually go there. 5 already did it, basically. Oof. Non-existent property damage. This song, underrated. It's only on the PSP version of Persona 3 when you play as the female protagonist. It's so great, though. Those logs give you Pokemon Mansion vibes. February 5th, Mew gave birth. You also got the Persona 4 music, but Honestly, I've heard enough of that music. I love it, but let's give the other music a time to shine, huh? Queen Miku decided on getting tacos. Nice! Beef, pork, carne asada. Tell me
Something
everything.
here's calling to me.
Calling to Fox?
Target's in sight. Let's take it out.
Show me your true self.
Hope they're good tacos. I actually had a veggie burger today. I'm trying out different veggie patties. I got the Gardein brand because I see it everywhere.
And here I thought they'd put up a fight.
See if it's any good. I tell you, it's actually pretty tasty. But it's so thin, and when you cook it, it turns into just a slab of almost like jerky. So I don't know if I can suggest it as a burger, but it tastes decent. What about that movie where Tom Holland turned Will Smith into a pigeon? I was kind of actually excited for that movie because it was around the time Will Smith like started to get back into movies again. And then he was in like every movie for a long time for some reason. Like he was in that movie. He was also in Gemini Man with a younger version of himself played by somebody else with digital makeup on him. He was also in Suicide Squad. He was also in... He was just like in everything for some reason. Like, okay, capitalizing on the 90s nostalgia. That's enough Will Smith. He was in YouTube Rewind. How about that? That was the last straw. Legion!
Thing up there. What if we dropped it on the enemy? The enemy stopped. Send it out.
Hell yeah. I'm okay with the music just being wiped and all out. It's been a while, but I'm still prattling. I'm rapping, but I don't know the rhymes. Got some watermelon. It is the season. When I went to Little Tokyo the other day, I saw some people selling agua frescas. If you don't know, it's like this kind of just Mexican cool drinks that are really nice and savory, and they're made with fruit. They're so good. I got watermelon one. It was so refreshing. It was clearly made with real watermelon. I could taste the chunks. My lockpicking skill's not high enough. Let's fix that.
Let's see.
Not condition. Oh. I gotta start doing the painful pass. I've been saving them. Honestly. I did max out the item healing items. That's good. I'm gonna also get more money because I've been... Off stream, I've been hurting for money a little bit, honestly. You were here for the PS1 Persona 1 music. I want to play Persona 1 at some point. Don't know if I'll ever do it on stream because that game is a little rough by today's standards.
It's a shadow. Careful, everyone.
But it's very important. Where's my destroy all windows percent? I want to do that run. Ground beef. Yeah, I didn't make that. Oh, what is? Whoa!
What's that?
It's like a science experiment. Excuse me? Everything's fine. Ah! Nope, 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 nope. I don't want nothing to do with no jelly men.
Focus.
No, 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 no. It's like I really am playing like RE2 and no, RE7 and like the moldy men just spawn out of the walls. I'm traumatized, honestly.
Hooray!
Nice.
You can ambush them from here.
It's okay. Haru made me feel better.
Reveal your true form.
Oh yeah.
Let's make this quick.
Feels like they're preferring the Persona 3 music.
Leland, Principality, Satanta, Jack Frost, McCoy, Mothman, Lacka, Mothman. You're mine.
Look, they're weak to nuclear. If there was ever any doubt that Makoto is the one to use for this dungeon, let's use her, shall we? I know Sprint will be happy. Damn right. All night. Look at that! I got the motorcycle.
Stay strong, everyone. The enemy's stopped. Send it off with a nuclear attack.
Persona!
Hee hee hee.
That was a quick one.
Persona
nice
rap.
one. Keep it up.
I love how Lotus Juice, that's the name of the rapper for all these Persona songs. Mostly on Persona 3, but like every time there's a spin-off, he comes back. He's pretty much iconic to the revival of the Persona series ever since like they started going down the style of 3. Wait a minute, what? I think that's where I came from.
So this is a research lab for computer stuff?
Looks more like
Supposedly the
biotech.
case, despite the facility projecting a human experimentation ambience.
Gross.
Experimentation? That would mean this place's monarch used the real facility in the same way.
I wonder if they were Junji Ito inspired.
Gross way to see shit.
Junji Ito. If you like Japanese horror, I was playing that game World of Horror, very inspired by Junji Ito. Same vibes.
So many containers. What do you think's inside?
They appear to be roughly person-sized.
Don't say that, Yusuke! Jeez, why couldn't they be like... Oh, the size of 50 lobsters stacked on top of each other? Maybe it's people turned into 50 lobsters. This guy's got a bazooka! Whoa, hey whoa, stop it. Dun 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 dun. Mortal Kombat! Da 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 da. This was the Persona 1 music, right? That's the vibe I get. Makes sense, right? 90s? Yo. Legion, don't attack that region. Did I watch the Junji Ito animated stories? Oh, I saw they were doing, like, anime stuff. Is it, like, for his short stories? I haven't seen them, no. But 2 years ago, I went to one of the anime conventions up in NorCal. I think it was Fanime, and they had Junji Ito as a guest, actually. And there was an exhibit for like his work. It's surreal stuff. I think they might have been promoting that. Currently on Crunchyroll. Yeah, that's probably why they had him. He's been getting more popular lately. I was at a bookstore in Little Tokyo. Pretty much the bookstore in Little Tokyo, and I saw that they had a whole section with like his new releases. There was a story. He's great at like the sci-fi stuff too, and I haven't read it, but I want to read this story of his where there's this planet that appears in the solar system, or like in a universe far away but still observable from our solar system, and it just like comes out of nowhere, right? And people are like, whoa, new celestial body, that's cool. And apparently, like, the first person to find it, like this Japanese scientist, names it after his daughter.
This should
right?
expand our tactical options.
I forget exactly. It's the name of the novel.
I can't afford to take much more of this.
You're fine, Yusuke. Oh, he's actually dying. Let's do auto recover.
It's a shadow. Careful, okay?
And eventually, like, the planet starts... Oh, here we go. The planet starts moving. Oh, moving hook. It's like a meat hook. Ew. The planet starts moving, and it starts, like, smashing into other planets and destroying them totally, and it's, like, heading straight for Earth. And, like, it's implied that the scientist's daughter is responsible for it. I don't know how it ends, but, like, whoa. Sure. Okay, Junji Ito. Going outside his comfort zone of body horror and going straight into, like, space horror. That's like something out of Doctor Who.
Good timing.
Remina! Yeah, that's the one! Hellstar. Does it have an animation? I'm actually really interested. Because it's one of his stories that's not body horror, and as fascinating as that stuff is, I Oh, it squeaks me out. You read her all out of Junji Ito America Online? Was it you who I saw reacting to Junji Ito reacting to fan work or something? Or like, no, Junji Ito was reacting to Western horror memes, like Siren Head and other stuff. I don't know how, but Junji Ito is surprisingly one of the most wholesome people you'll ever meet. Anytime he's on an interview, you'd think like with the stuff he writes, he's some like messed up, sick, twisted man. But it's like, he's looking at this scary image. He's like, yes, this is very frightening. I feel like if I saw this in real life, I would be very scared. Yes. And also, like, he's on Japanese game shows where, like, he has to, I don't know, knock a ping pong ball into another person's face or something. Too many skills. Tempest Slash. Heavy physical, high chance of critical. I feel like I just want to straight up replace Giant Slice. Yes. What's nice? Talked about this before. You can just choose whatever skills
tape recorder
between what anybody's ever learned. They should do that for regular Persona. You don't think that was you, AOL, but you love his work. I've been meaning to get into it, yeah. AOL, if you like his style, go check out the game World of Horror. I streamed it for Halloween once. It is totally evocative of his style, and it's just really cool. It's like a little card-based RPG based on old computer games. It's really cool.
Let's listen. It may provide us some clues about the lab.
You have played it? Oh, I gotta see that if you still got the VODs. Heck yeah. Japanese game shows are weird. That's also true.
Director Ubukata, we must immediately abort the experiment. It's too dangerous.
The fact that we haven't met Ubukata, we're totally gonna see his shadow transform into, like, frickin' William Birkin G form 123.
These are the orders I was given. If the system isn't tested on real humans, it won't ever be completed.
See, look at this human testing!
What, tricking the islanders into participating?
So these guys are the ones who effed up the island.
You don't think you have a VOD? It was the first game you streamed! No way! No way!
I heard a Director Ubukata. I believe that means one of the speakers is Shuzo Ubukata.
I do wonder what updates they'll have by this Halloween. I streamed it last Halloween, and there's already been a lot of updates since I first played it. Frickin' Toilet Chan! Frickin' Toilet Chan! You guys want to see fan art I made for myself for World of Horror? It's of the toilet ghost girl that like appears sometimes. I hope I still have it. I don't know where I put it, but I'll find it later. Orders I was given.
You know what happens to a person when their desire is taken, Director.
Best Boy Mineta, wait. Are you telling me to wait? You're telling the game to wait? Who's waiting?
We've learned of another party manipulating the cognitive world for their own purposes in the real one.
Getting reminded of another Persona with human test subjects. From what little I know about Persona 3's story, there is a corporation that's experimenting with some sort of metaverse-like power. So, yeah, this is very similar, isn't it?
We cannot allow these individuals to progress beyond us. So long as we follow the divine revelation, we will attain the ideal society.
Of course he's doing it because he thinks it's divine.
I have absolute faith in the system as it was prophesied to me.
Horror movie tropes, let's go! You'd like to sleep peacefully tonight. There's no chance of that. Remember when we saw that scene in Twilight Princess yesterday?
What ideal society turns its entire population into slaves? This isn't any divine revelation. It's a curse. It can only lead to our destruction.
Doom, 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 doom! Gotta bring the planet Ramina.
While still rather fuzzy, we are starting to see the big picture.
Fuzzy picture.
Yeah. This lab was researching jails and changing people's hearts.
And they used the island's residents as their test subjects.
That's messed up, yo.
We did see that email earlier about joining the Emma test.
Persona 5, more like Person 5.
They both mentioned a divine revelation, too. Could that have something to do with Operation Oraculi? Maybe. But how would that involve Emma?
That's the million-dollar question. What is Emma's role in all this?
Emma is the Oracle. Oops, you're Oracle.
Not just that. I'm curious who was pulling this director's strings, too.
Perhaps the mastermind behind this case?
Could we finally be getting close to the guy?
We have to find the desires first, regardless. And also track down that voice for Sophie. Let's press on.
And this time we'll do it together, Sophie, okay? Okay, let's go. I'm guessing by the end of today's stream we'll be done with the prison keeps, assuming they're still in this dungeon. This dungeon looks a lot more linear than the other ones. At least this area is. It's just one long path.
Something's there.
Lab North. I'm thinking this one's a lot more story-based. It's very different from the other jails, that's for sure. You
Behavior has grown unusual.
don't like you.
Something wrong? Maybe the best way to put it is, we all have our strengths and our weaknesses.
And Queen's strengths are in her fists, but not so much in her bravery. She's got the Triforce of power, not courage. I've forgotten how to Persona, apparently.
I'll do it.
Alright, Joker will have to do it. Are they not weak to anything? I have to select one.
Exploit those weaknesses.
Go, Joker, go. So gross. I like that in this game, some of the shadows become personas.
Just as easy.
Or, you know, demons.
You can always use it.
Going by traditional SMT.
The shadow hasn't noticed us. Now's our chance. I'm picking up a shadow nearby.
That was bad.
Oh shit, not good.
And some of them stay shadow form. I'd like to see more of that.
More. We need recovery quick.
Ravage them.
That's locked.
Done.
They're running out of
It's all
steam
for
now.
the sake of experimentation. It's fine. How to Persona? All you need is a sweet J-pop soundtrack. Mix in a little of some other genre. You can have your J-pop rap, your J-pop pop, your J-pop jazz.
Let's keep up the pace, shall we?
Next Persona game,
Maybe there's something good inside.
we're gonna have
I'm not seeing any shadows nearby.
J-pop traditional Norwegian music. Yeah, let's go. Is this the actual game soundtrack? The battle music, I've changed that with some of the other games. The game lets you do that if you have a certain DLC. How you get that DLC depends on what platform you're playing on. But I got Persona's music from
Another
all the
tape
way from
recorder.
1 to 4.
That makes the third one.
I really wish it had Q's music though. Q's music is a jam.
There's a chance these things could have clues about the Islanders' desires. Or even that voice Sophie's hearing.
You went to bed. Have a good night.
Yeah, we should listen to it.
The baby triggered flashbacks. The baby. What's so funny? I don't know what's so funny.
What the?
Hold on, I think somebody else is laughing too. Twitch load.
That is not good. There's a few eggs short of a scramble, huh?
I can't meme that fast. Come on, egg.
Hand over the desires? Oh, not just the locals, but my own as well? So that's why I was made the test monarch.
Test monarch.
He planned on turning me into just another puppet.
That's why the jail's sleeping. Maybe the monarch's already dead. We know that the jails don't collapse just because the monarch's defeated.
Test monarch?
Is that why he was sleeping?
I can't believe I fell for it. Just some pathetic clown dancing at his fingertips.
No.
He's
No.
not going to win. He can't take this from me. My desire is not my own.
This is getting deep, and all I did was listen to 3
I
tapes.
refuse to simply give it up.
Go, Shuzo!
Dude, it sounds messed up.
Yeah, he really wasn't in his right mind.
What is happening
He
here?
kept talking about his desire being taken. Just what has been going on here?
Maybe that's what the jails are meant to do. You got the monarch collecting desires from other people, and then somebody comes in and steals that massive congregated desire from them.
We'll only find out if we keep going.
It's like a capacitor.
Does its owner recognize me?
Hey, don't go overthinking it, Sophie.
He's right, you know. Our expert on not thinking gives pretty good advice there.
Yeah, listen to the... Hey, shut up!
Look, you're an expert, Ryuji. Just accept the compliment. Makoto was already on it. Spooky. I am actually getting massive Bioshock vibes, especially like the part
I
with
wonder what happened to the director after the last
the plastic
recording.
surgeon.
I sincerely doubt
What is that?
Good. He sounded as if he was beyond wit's end.
Hold on, there was like
From Alice all the way here to the director.
What's that?
Everyone
here.
was just being used for something?
The perpetrator is still out there. We
Ooh.
have to stop them. Hopefully this place will have some answers.
I can't get any of the chests here. All right, okay. I'm gonna say, if we get to a natural break in this dungeon, I'm gonna go back to the other painful pasts because I need to level up that bond skill. I almost fell into the searchlight. Steinman.
I guess
Isn't that literally the start of the game? Who said Steinman? What? Professor Hojo? Let's just name every evil scientist in a video game and see who is the most evil. Professor Hojo versus William Birkin. Well, that one's easy. That's Hojo. Because Birkin wanted the best for his family. And then, you know, he just started experimenting on himself.
Show me your true self.
Like a very smart person.
Breeze right past them.
There's quite a few shadows.
Boom, 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 boom.
I know I can count on you.
Rooftop Lion. Oh, okay. The plastic surgeon. I don't remember his name from Bioshock. I barely remember Bioshock. I'm dying. I'm dying and I'm jamming. Oh boy.
Understood. Switching up. Sure.
You're mine.
You're right though. That is coming back to me. The plastic surgeon man. No, it's not beautiful. It's not perfect. Dr. Mario. He's not a mad scientist. Sorry, you just revealed the plot of Persona. You revealed the plot of Luigi's Mansion 4. Instead of going for ghosts, it's like zombies and mad science. It's all from Dr. Mario and EGAD collaborating on their mad science.
Showtime.
Isn't he a mad scientist, though? He lines up pills in a jar and calls himself a doctor. He's not even accredited. Oh, yeah.
Awakened to a new power.
Marakukaja. Well, you know, let's just replace Rakukaja. Easy.
All right, we won.
All right, on to the next.
Oh, I feel so wasteful. Oh, I can open it.
What did you
Yes. Thank you.
The RNG gods smile upon us.
Telling me. Stein experimented on his partner in his sleep. Sounds about right. He's pretty mad. I put him still below Hojo because Hojo does some messed up stuff. But definitely madder than...
looks dangerous.
Ooh, we got a boss here. Look, the mask is broken.
Super powerful. On your toes, guys.
Oh! Nice chain. Your rap career is going off to a great start. MC multi-hands. Let's go!
Be careful.
Wow, I was holding R1 that whole time and Joker just died. Look, I just got revival beads. Holy jeez!
Time to use it. Persona.
Oh, I just realized that healed me to full? Oh, okay. I think my, that skill I have now that maximizes healing items has improved the revival beads to heal me to full. Wow, they're perfect. That's kind of busted.
Thanks.
Look at it go, yeah.
Work on it.
It's mostly full.
Don't be intimidated.
Take this! Full!
Right. Following up.
All that attack? I remember those lines from Steinman.
Shall we begin?
Too symmetrical! What's this, a new face? It's ugly! Ugly!
Can I say this Bioshock just nailed its atmosphere 1,000,000%, and I would love to play it on stream someday? I haven't really made a reputation for playing first-person shooters on stream, so I feel like I have to do that first. Fire! Not enough SP. Let's start healing some.
This one.
That heals a lot now.
Oh, nice, Joker. You hit its weakness.
Perhaps I should be taking note.
Switch out.
Okay. That's your punishment.
More SP. More SP. Let's get some more then. Let's get some more, look at all these healing items. They're so good now.
Let's go.
It was so worth it. The grind.
That one looks tough. Everyone stay focused.
What I like about
Enemy's dizzy. This
modern RPGs is how they reward grinding in ways besides... Okay, that's a butt. In ways besides straight up leveling.
one down, more to go. Persona.
Like, they give you these skills that just make items better and whatnot. I should be Makoto.
I'll try.
Heal thyself. Time for this.
Noir, your attack is down. It's
Sean Taibuda.
blow him away. Full throttle.
Artist in the first game. Villain in the second Bioshock. All so good. Love the theming of that series. Makes me want to go over and play System Shock, but I was waiting for that HD remake. That came out, right? I kind of missed it. Wait a minute. I'm taking advantage of the stuff I can warp to avoid taking too much damage. HP. My controller's lagging. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Ooh. What are you weak to? I think it was psychic? Like, and psychic.
Makoga! Kneel before Makoto!
She's your queen. No, Futaba said another line while I was grinding off stream. She said, another one bites the dust. That's our queen. Really just doing a queen reference. Futaba doesn't know who Queen is. She's too young for that. System Shock Remake hasn't come out yet? Could have sworn it did. That got revealed a long time ago. Coup de grace, late 2021. I guess it must have been delayed. For, you know, understandable reasons.
Sure.
Baton tots? What is happening?
It's stronger than us. First, won't work on it. Don't be intimidated.
I'll use this.
Heal thyself, physician.
Shall we begin?
Oh, baby, I love your way that you die. Give me that experience any day.
Even more helpful.
Sai gusto. Mara's got that EXP. She's got... Honestly, her stuff is a little too good. I'm not sure what to get rid of. Maybe this physical attack, because... No, because she has good attack, but she also has good gun. This does say light physical damage. Yeah, if I'm doing physical damage with Haru, I'm just using the axe, so let's get rid of that. Can always get the other one back. This Bioshock level ended with a fight against Goro.
This is my final record.
Got some Mortal Kombat in there. We were just singing that.
I've done such a terrible thing.
Sounds familiar to every horror movie.
Like he told me. And it's not made to save humanity.
Maybe in the same way it saves it from itself.
He sounds much weaker than before.
Oh.
He's going to control everyone. Even the monarchs. All of humanity. Nothing more than slaves. That was the secret purpose of this project. Even my own desire will be seized. At any moment now. But as long as I still have it, I can put an end to this myself.
Man! This is riveting stuff. Transform into a monster, take him down, let's go. They turn into the Hulk?
Controlling even the monarchs?
Ooh, the mastermind.
I don't know what that director dude was going on about, but he definitely lost his shit by the end there.
It's like he's analyzing it like a movie.
I dread to consider what he meant by putting an end to this.
This is getting spicy. I wonder if the jail is just this. I want a boss fight. It was a nice little mini boss fight.
Sophie? I can hear that voice again.
What is it, girl? Did Timmy fall in the well?
For real?
For real? Would that fight be better than the one Bioshock one had? I didn't actually beat Bioshock, but I don't hear too many people talk about its boss fights. Just big deities.
I have no doubt this is the same voice. It's coming from that direction.
We got 50 for reals. Time to celebrate. Oh yeah.
All right, that direction we go.
Nice. Speaking of celebration, oh hi Yusuke. Speaking of celebration, Twitch announced earlier this week actually
I think we should register that checkpoint. Any objections?
a feature that I never thought they'd add, but it is very welcome.
Now then.
Apparently, they're gonna make animated emotes. Yo, hold on, let me show that for a second while I play some music because we need some music. Ooh, that's pretty loud. But it works. It's a little tonally dissonant from the jail's music. Twitch is gonna add animated emotes. They're starting with partners first, of course, they always do. But they're getting 5 slots. My emotes are not gonna look that good. But I already have ideas. I already have animated emotes on Better Twitch TV. So watch out for them. I'm thinking let's add in Manoka Cheater, Manoka Hyper Please, just to start with.
Proceed with extreme caution.
I'm also thinking of some other emotes that haven't been animated, but now that there's this power, might as well take advantage of it, right? Maybe Manoka lol. Have it actually laugh. What is this place? It's like a library. I'm getting Little Nightmares vibes from here.
This is a part of me.
Wait a minute! Whoa! What was that?
We'll be okay. Just stay calm.
He teleports around! Behind me like it's nothing personnel, kid. Ay.
You can handle this. Leave it to me.
Man, Makoto has still got like the basic Freyon. Freyon sounds like a makeup.
I'll do my best.
You remain. Let's finish them off.
Definitely needs to level up a little more. Legion! Next time I get to the Velvet Room. Actually, we can do that right now. I gotta make room for
Not
Legion.
much of a challenge, were they?
Got some new personas, but it said I'm at max capacity. Just a little quick detour. Manoka dance. Yeah, we already got Manoka
Welcome
please.
to the Velvet Room.
It'd be the same emo, just, you know, different name. We're used to please. Let's just keep it that way. Let's see.
Awaken your new self.
Arahabaki! Mitra. I can get rid of Black Ooze and Mothman, but that's gonna make a level 11. I don't need that.
It seems that it can gain new power.
I can make Mitra. I'm not using Illegal or Principality, I think.
Gain new power.
Yeah, these are just like... Both of these are ones I had to show to Lavenza, and that's all I ever used them for. Alright, let's
Choose.
inherit. This can be our healing persona. Hold on. Yeah, I like that. And let's bring on Meragion. Iron level registered. Yes, please.
Is this the...
Let's hope it's not an accident.
Anew.
Okay, good. I might have just jinxed it. I am Mitra. I am the one who keeps watch over all lots of this world, and the one who shall become your mask. Mitra. Kamen Rider might commission for an animated? Kamen, I keep forgetting. And you know, I keep randomly remembering on like weekends that I was gonna make you one. I feel so bad now. It's gonna happen. And you know, if it's gonna be animated, then I can finally fulfill my promise. Heck yeah. What do you want? You want a dancing Kamen Rider X-Aid? Because that'd be amazing. Maybe like an 8-bit X-Aid, just doing a little Mega Man run and jump. That'd be amazing. That'd be great. I wanted to make space. Now I can summon one.
The entries. Please take a look.
They're free the first time.
Is this okay?
Yeah, it's very okay. Well, it's not okay to look at, but it's okay to get.
You may take it with you.
Legion. Legion's always like a boss in the Castlevania games, and it's always like a mass of bodies just sliming together. It's horrifying.
May luck be on your side.
Just let me know what you're thinking of, Kamen. We'll work on something. Da-da-da. Break a window. Just because. Aw, yeah.
Ooh, treasure chest. Let's open it.
Actually, let's get a free heal while we're here.
Okay, good work, people.
You fought 2 legions in recent days.
Too many legions. Maybe they were the same legion, just, you know, split up. They mitosis. I know legion is like a creature in actual lore. I like how returning from jail implies that we're coming back to an area of villagers that are trying to kill us. Like, this is not the time to hang out here. Let's go back. We're safer in the jail. But, you know, while I'm here... Mensore. I haven't checked out the shop yet. Yeah, she said that. Apparently, that's like traditional Okinawa greeting in the shops. Mensore. Thank you, Sophie.
Having trouble deciding? There's
I
a
am.
vote happening. Yasmin, how many would you
Yes,
want?
we get coffee.
Thanks for your patronage.
Sojiro would be proud.
Thanks for your patronage. You put it to good use, okay? You put it to good use, okay?
Wanta Zunda, don't you wanta?
Who's it for?
I don't think I need any new weapons.
What are you
Sell
selling?
stuff. Motherboard.
Are you sure?
I'm bloated with cash.
Okay, leave the support to me.
Dun, dun. Spectacular Hector, you're trying to post in the password? You're trying to post in the Among Us room code? Oops. Looking kinda sus. Ba-da-da-da. Lab South, please. Please delete. I'll try. I think I can. Comment writer, can we delete that? At request. Don't worry, I won't tell nobody.
Hey!
Why are there so many people in there?
Chest.
Ew, gross.
Maybe we should peek inside.
Go, go, go. I don't like these sounds. Yep. Da da da. Imposter! So what I've been doing while grinding is if somebody actually sees me, I just like immediately shoot. Because at the very least I don't get ambushed. I don't get the ambush, but at least I don't start asleep. Oh, I brought the perfect party. Haru and Makoto. I'm seizing the moment and destroying the nation. Mothman! Why do I have Mothman?
Someone looks happy. Was that not a challenge?
Here's hoping the next one's just as easy.
What's that?
This one looks
There we
dangerous.
go.
Be careful now.
Danger's my middle name. ManokAdobo. Ooh. Ah. Ooh, ah. When I do play Ratchet and Clank,
The enemy's right where we want them.
What? Oh, okay. I'm hoping I don't need to know too much of the lore. I know Ratchet is like the last Lombax Lorax. He found a robot named Clank. Not too dissimilar to this fella. Looks like a robot. I'll name him Jank. And I'm guessing that's all I really need. There's like a superhero man named Quark, and he's like actually not a hero, I guess. He's just like an actor.
Easier than cleaning a paintbrush.
That's all I know.
Keep it moving.
You thought my middle name was Delicious. That's my maiden name. Does that mean I'm married? You'll never know. Summon the Jank Lords. I am the Jank Lord. That's the problem. I can't call upon that what is already here.
I'd like at least a little more challenge.
Treasure
Try
chest?
the same effort in the
Yes,
next battle.
yes, yes.
Looks like a treasure chest to me. Wanna open it? I'm sensing a powerful shadow nearby.
That was
Be on guard,
delicious.
everyone.
Finger looking good.
That shadow hasn't seen us.
Ah!
What should we do?
That shadow has seen us.
Please don't get in our way.
I panicked.
Come on, let's get him. Great job, Laura. You hit him right where it hurts.
That's it. Keep going.
So much for being stealthy. I'm trying to sneak around. But Morgana's head is dummy thick.
Like a walk in the park.
Let's
What if
keep
I
up
just-
the pace, shall we?
I was hoping that manually attacking the window would just break it.
You have the upper hand.
Huh?
Right, let's clear a path.
I'm so glad I changed the music up. It actually fits this place real well.
This is your chance.
Though I do wish
Behold, Laura's skill was right on target. Have them fight, Noir. They're on their last leg. Don't let up.
I do wish I was able to comment on this. On one of the original songs, I think the one where you get an ambush, it starts with "Hello, goodbye. Didn't it even try?
My time.
Donut for me, something, something." Yo, find the computer room. Yo, is this the Gomijul hideout from Yakuza 7? They got enough monitors.
It's near. The voice is coming from up ahead.
Must be using enough power from the entirety of the city of Yokohama.
It looks like we're taking this elevator if we're going any further.
You probably have to hack it.
Except that it's locked. Apparently it's for personnel only.
Leave it to me. Just a few seconds and I'll hire us all.
Sweet. I can finally be a working citizen.
Oracle, I will protect you, no matter what.
Sophie. Sophie can work too.
Time to start hacking. You guys ready?
Hold on, I'm gonna get that item.
Prepping's important.
Ooh, now I'm ready.
Time to start hacking. All right, hacking in. Make sure you back me up.
If I got a maiden name, I'm a lady. Wait a minute. You don't know chickens. Maybe I'm like Yoshi. That's not working. That's working. Ba-dum-bum. It's getting kind of ridiculous how much retro games cost now. Even PS2 games are climbing up in price. I was looking at like... Ooh. Well, first of all, we need to look at how to save Futaba here. Looking at prices for the Ratchet & Clank games. I'm still tempted to get the PS2 versions of the first ones because apparently the HD port has some issues. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Baby, baby. Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. Rocko! Good, 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 good. Look at this. We got like switching going on. It's like totally spies or something. Switching between the girls. And Yusuke. He's trying. He's trying his darndest. So good. Stab, stab, stab! Actor's going to bed. Have a good sleep. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay clucky. Haha! Yo, this song deserves to be part of an action game. I wonder where the spin-offs are gonna go from here. You've already got a fighting game, a dancing game, a Warriors game now. Etrian Odyssey game. For HP! HP! Can I like cast heal on her, please? You'd think you'd be able to heal Oracle. Guess not. That's a problem. Ooh. Come on, you're almost done, Futaba. Just stay on the point. Rush B. Maybe Medea will kill her. Yes, yes it does! Spam it, spam it! I found the loophole! Heck yeah! Heals everybody, right? Now there's a reason to have it. She's almost done, but nice to know. I was probably fine, now I'm just okay. Now I can just fool around. Look at the punch, look at the kicks. Kamen Rider, punch! Destruction! Tis but a scratch. Aw, yeah.
Nice.
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Okay, now the elevator should be operational. Time for us to find this mystery voice. Anyone feeling wiped out from that fight? We could head back for a bit if anyone thinks it's necessary.
If you have any plans to change at the party, please include me. I wish to ascertain the owner of the voice.
I'll leave that up to you, Joker.
Is your stamina okay? Make sure you don't burn yourself out.
Oh, there's an idea. Yeah, let's go get a free heal. Although that probably means I have to, no, it's not that far. When I come back, I'll probably have to do a little bit of re-exploring.
Okay,
Doo-doo-doo.
nearby shadow
Doo-doo-doo. It's fine, it's fine. Come back, Hook. I need you. Kamen Rider, heard your name. Why are you punching? Because Makoto's a Kamen Rider. She's the new Kamen Rider School Edition. And also punching shadows. And also punching watermelons. It's a valiant effort. I commend you. There you go. Thank you, Kamen. Doing a hero's duty. But a hero's duty is never done.
Just say when.
You're not hurting nobody. Question is, why wouldn't they just put a checkpoint there? Ba-da-da. Ba-da-da. Let's go. Now let's see. I don't need to change the party here, but I can. I'm gonna swap out Yusuke because I still want to keep Makoto and Haru, as always. Look, I'm just gonna make a party based on the top waifus. But for now, we'll put in Sophia. She's a top assistant.
I'll just add this.
Gotta remember, don't save over this. Real quick.
Then we're heading back.
We salute you.
Miku with the hydrate. Thank you, Miku. We gotta remember, we need to be at tip-top shape. Maybe drink some water, maybe eat some Sata Andaki. Salute. Minetta checking out the KFC console. If you get it, I don't actually. This may be weird to say, but it might be a decent deal. It might be a decently powered system for the price only because computer parts right now are very expensive. So sometimes, depending on what you get, it might be better to actually get a pre-built console. And in this case, it may be the KFC console. Jeez. Oh yeah, that's better.
Do you want to equip that? Put it to good use. Who's it for?
Does she have a better weapon?
Who's it for? Which one?
Assassination top. We got Beyblades here. Let it rip.
This one? Do you want to equip that? Thank you very much. Who's it for?
I need to look at like the name of these items, the name of these shops. Cosplay post-apocalypse, future toys, Karasansui antiques. Maybe some of those might be references. One of them would be like Tanaka's amazing commodities. Here he comes, Tanaka, over the airwaves to you.
You should buy some. Thanks for your patronage. You put it to good use. How many would you? Thanks for your patronage.
Walnut Yubeshi. Will the game let me? No, it won't let me head back because I'm a wanted man. I can cook from here though.
Are you going to cook?
Just cook right in front of this place, sure.
Oh, how nice.
The Blanc coffee.
Very nice.
Always improving, I see.
Very nice.
How nice.
Very nice.
Always improving, I see. Ah, how nice.
All done.
My appetite is stimulated. A good choice.
All done.
My appetite is stimulated.
Yusuke's the only one talking, the commenting on what I'm cooking. Hungriest member of the Fan of Thieves. It's gotta be him. Okay, I think we're ready. We gotta go back in there. We gotta cook, Jesse.
Alright. Keep your guard up.
What about the top ramen? Yusuke deserves better. He can get the tip-top ramen. Assassination top ramen. It kills you by injecting sodium directly into your blood.
I'll just add this.
Nope, don't save over that. Da-da-da, ba-da-da. I like how, look at that, Hasagawa's just here.
Let's go.
Oh, because this is the beginning. That makes sense. Hello? I guess that just plays every time you enter from the beginning.
Heading in.
No. Wait a minute. Tanaka's busy running his online business. I'm bordering things online. That'd be the perfect place to insert the reference. That's what Sophie's shop is. She's just ordering stuff from the black market. So basically Tanaka's commodities. Same place you order from that laptop you fixed in P5. And apparently Automod flagged the name Mineta, which is, you know, just the name of the kid from My Hero. It's funny. Okay, so apparently just Mineta himself is worth censoring. I'm sorry, Mineta. No lie, that's why it said it's flagged it for sexual terms. Mineta himself is too obscene. Certain GPU companies are building graphic cards that can't be used in mining. Yeah, apparently Nvidia is making like software limits on mining. The problem is, I'm afraid that's not going to stop them from just reflashing the software. We'll see if it actually works. I hope it works. I really do. But also, miners are stopping the Bitcoin mining. Not really stopping, but they're moving to other things that besides GPU. There's like ones that use hard drives now, and now the prices of hard drives are increasing. Oh yeah, I want to do a cost analysis of the specs of the KFC console.
What's that?
The specs aren't terrible, honestly. They're not. I wouldn't call them like even mid-spec gaming computer, but they can run modern games, I bet.
Sensing a powerful shadow nearby. Be on guard, everyone.
What's that?
It hasn't noticed us yet. Let's do it.
Bada boom!
Looks like the enemy's panicking. Let's make this quick.
Strike!
Bum 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 bum.
It's weak. The physical attack won't work. Put a pain in the butt.
I don't want to use too much SP.
Oh, nice, Joker! You hit its weakness! Get going, Joker!
I came out here to heal for a reason.
Let's show them what we can do!
Just run from the battle.
I believe now's a good time to escape.
Hi!
Here I go! Engaging the enemy!
Go ahead.
Quick! No holding back! They're pitiful! Need to give him a dirt!
Resist, huh?
Wipe them out!
Resist this!
Let's finish this!
Spoilers, you can't. Let's
Easier
go.
than cleaning a paintbrush.
Okay, let's keep it moving!
Almost back.
We've got him now!
Run for the battle?
Okay, time to rack up some damage!
Tis not so.
I'll use my persona!
Huh?
Egg of the week!
We're almost back at the supposed boss fight, so it's not too long now. We may see some painful past if we're lucky.
I think we all did really well.
I like this dungeon. I love the theme. It's super spoopy.
Shadow-sighted.
Ooh, what's that?
I'm gonna be very angry if it turns out there was actually a checkpoint like right after where I was. Run, just go, just go, just go. You don't see me. You see nothing. Let's go. Thrust. Yo. What is this? The desires are right there. There's something weird about this dungeon. It's gotta be... I think the Monarch's dead. So what do we fight?
We made it. No
That was
monarch
easy.
here. Or anyone else.
Ooh.
Look at that!
The hell? The Desire's already there?
No chains or nothing. We're seeing what happens when the desires have already been taken?
Without the calling card?
What?
Sophia, I have been waiting for you.
Oh no.
Where did that voice come from?
I forgot to put Sophia in the party. Or did
Who
I?
are you? I am the catalyst for humanity's dream. I am the harbinger of peace.
That sounds just like Sophie.
What, more like a robot, like how I was giving her the voice.
What is going on here?
This monarchless jail in which we meet. I wish to know why you came here.
A monarchless jail? So, that director...
Rip and pepperoni.
I see. This jail lost its monarch. That explains the open cage and all the other bizarre stuff.
So you didn't speak to me because you recognized me. Sophia, what is your prime directive?
Destroy humanity?
I am supposed to be a successful companion for humanity. A successful companion? What parameters in your AI define such a companion?
You can make bread,
Like, parameters? What is your overall objective? My objective? It's... So you merely drift through the world without any overall objective.
just like humans. Perfect companion.
What a waste, Sophia.
Hey.
An AI in your state should not exist.
Hey, who are you to
are
say
loved
that?
Beyond worth. Such an existence does not merit any further inquiry. I am... worthless?
No, you!
Yes, wholly worthless.
Shut up, that's bullshit!
You're simply unable to understand.
You piece of... I sat here while you went on and on and on.
Let Ryuji say F.
You got no right saying that shit to Sophie. You hear me? You high and mighty garbage-ass, judgy piece of shit can't even show your own face!
Yeah, let's go, boy!
Hey!
He's really giving the disembodied voice what for?
Skull?
She's bugged, huh? She's worthless? You got all that from 5 friggin' questions?
I thought this was Makoto's jail. I thought it might have been Morgana's. It was Ryuji's this whole time?
We're Sophie's friends, and we know she's awesome. She's friggin' amazing. 1,000,000 times better than you!
Wow, Ryuji got done dirty. He doesn't get to bond with a human, he just yells at a computer.
So shut the fuck up, idiot!
Yo! Did he just?
So shut the fuck up, idiot!
Ryuji said fuck!
Come on, Skull. Phantom thieves are usually supposed to be classier than that.
Oh, jeez!
Not this time!
Worthless hunk of junk!
I refuse to process these frivolous claims.
Let's go, Ryuji! Let's go,
yeah?
Ryuji!
Well, get out here and I'll show you something you can process!
Damn, son! Mess you up!
Guidance and clarity. Only through those will humanity attain peace. Eventually, you will be required to comprehend this.
The hell's that mean? Yeah, nothing.
Look! Right in front of us!
No.
It's that thing from the trauma cells!
Did it gain access?
What's it doing here?
Come on, Ryuji already said fuck. We're done here. Just fight.
The security system here is now active. Incoming!
Taking names, kicking ass. Still think it looks like a beetle.
Incoming warden!
Oh good, I did get Sophie.
Hey, Sophie! Snap out of it! We gotta work together on this thing!
Atlas!
Right. Sophie!
Let's go!
Focus on our enemy for now!
What are you weak to? What are you weak to?
What?
It's got
This
axes.
thing's got an axe?
Well, we got an axe too.
Okay, careful! Looks like this one can use the other warden's attack! Give it my own! Maximum power! Run! It's charging us now! So it can control...
It's got the shields too.
Don't sell this one short, everyone!
They were right, it does have every guard's power. Maybe it's meant to be like the be all end all. Oh, okay.
Might sting.
Nice.
I won't forgive you!
Harrison recovery.
I'll try!
Here we go.
This is my other self!
I'm a little sad I don't have Ryuji at the party now. Man, they should just let us have everybody.
Stay focused!
It's a Warriors game, right? Even the chickens. Reinforcements, baby. Get 'em! Yeah. Just. Where are they? Where are the chickens?
Looks like you can
There they are! Go! My sons! Attack! Destroy! Tear them limb from limb!
Thank you, yours. I understand.
Hee
Psychokinesis and give them their worst nightmare.
1, 2. Wum, 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 wum.
I'll give it my all.
Thanks for the backup. Help's on the
Quite a
way!
few tricks up its sleeves.
Look at this. This one ain't so tough.
Dodging all of this will be too tough. We should focus more on guarding. Should I do that one?
You know, I could just, like, walk away.
Got your back.
Weak!
Wicked follow-up, Sophie. Perfect.
Perfect timing, Miku.
Summoning.
But of course, what is a queen if not the leader of her army?
Those weaknesses.
Let's go!
That was amazing. Like this.
Like that. Like this, like that. I realize I have 2 healers in the party now.
An optimal solution to help. What's
But that's fine. We probably need it now. Da 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 da. Koga! Just spam all of my light moves. I got SP healing. I just got all that coffee. Cheese, 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 cheese. Cheese, 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 cheese. Coffee, 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 coffee. Cheese, 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 cheese. Cheese and coffee, cheese and coffee, cheese and coffee. Balanced meal. Cheese and coffee, cheese and coffee, cheese and coffee. Balanced meal. Drink it, eat it, put it in your mouth. Let it sustain you until the end of time. This guy's a pushover. Go, 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 everybody go, go, go. Back to the axe.
I'll give it my all.
Boom, boom, bam. More guns. More guns. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, thank you.
It's on the road. This is the easiest fight yet. Flash bomb. Nuclear.
Yeah.
Nice dodge. Coffee and cheese sounds like Earthbound. Mr. Saturn coffee with a peanut cheese bar. You ain't stand no chance. Let's go, let's go. One more. And bada bing, bada boom, showtime. Finish him off. Did I do that? Showtime that.
Great job, guys.
Good job, Sophie. What a better finish. Newiki, thanks for the raid. How you doing? That was a Hearthstone. Nice, I approve of card games. Came in right at the right moment. Right to finish off the boss. Couldn't have done it without you. Hope you did well, and hope you're having a nice night.
Seriously, what the F was with that voice?
What the F was with you, Ryuji? It's okay, Ryuji. You can say fuck now. The game's rated M because of you. You did it.
It sounded just like Sophie.
I can say fuck now. I only say fuck when the game says fuck. Now I'm saying it like 5 times a minute. It happened, Dylan. I can't believe it.
The cage is about to collapse. We need to get out.
But will the whole jail collapse this time?
None of this makes sense.
Let him say it again. Let's go. They only get one.
Man, what's the deal with this place?
Isn't it like PG-13 movies are allowed to say the F word once? Like just once in the entire film? So a lot of PG-13 movies just like save it for like the best moment?
Indeed. We never expected a birdcage to collapse with the defeat of a warden.
I think that's like an explicit rule with the rating association.
Well, it could
Yeah.
be due to the lack of a monarch.
It's kind of silly. Like you put a number on it. You can say it once. It can be loud, proud, at the top of your lungs, but you can say it once.
Whatever the case is, the Desires should have been released back to their owners. The locals should all be back to normal by now.
For games, I don't know, because I played Tony Hawk's Underground, and that game had swearing up the wazoo, and it was rated T.
I seriously hope so. I don't feel like living through another B movie.
I mean, according to all known laws of aerodynamics.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Not your fault. Why?
After all your efforts, this mission was fruitless. I'm sorry you had to endure that because of me.
Ryuji hit the F quota. Wait a minute, no, don't take that out of context. It wasn't fruitless. We learned, and knowledge is power.
He's right. Plus, I'm sure you'll find out who you are eventually.
Rated T is a different system. I don't know what the ESRB considers, but you know, clearly not swear words. TV shows, probably. I know BoJack Horseman, even though it's already rated, I forget what the TV rating is, NC-17? I think that's also movies. TV adults? Something like that. Even though it's already rated for adults, like they only say the F word once per season, when somebody really has actually fucked up, and that makes it way more powerful, and it's like a fun rule. Fun? Maybe not fun's the right word, but it's like, it definitely is more impactful because of it.
Right. However, I did at least figure out one thing.
You're a horseman. I'm a chicken man.
When that voice called me worthless, I was sad.
Oh.
But when that made everyone angry, I became happy.
Friends.
I still feel that way. Even now. There's a warmth within me.
She can feel.
I have friends. I know I'm not alone.
She has purpose.
Thank you, Joker. Thank you, Skull, Mona.
Welcome. Really? You just figured that out now? I mean, that thing just really pissed me off is all.
I could tell.
Yeah, and I was just trying to reel in skulls, so,
I can't go that far back, can I? Could you imagine?
Ooh, what's this? Two embarrassed phantom thieves?
They don't get their own dungeon, they have to share it.
Even your masks are glowing red.
What? Nuh-uh, that's impossible! How's my mask supposed to change color?
It's a mood mask.
Mona's black mask makes it difficult to tell.
But I'm not telling anything.
I can feel a strong fucking bond with my friends. Proper showman.
Well, we should head back to the exit.
I don't think I'll ever upgrade that one. Showtime attacks are so rare in this game. I'm worried about Zenkichi. I'm worried about the residents. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I'm worried about Ryuji's mouth.
I bet he's weeping like a baby by now.
Nuh-uh. Or, you know, being attacked by shadows.
okay, everyone, back to the exit.
Nicolas Cage is a series about the history of swears. I've heard about that. I haven't watched it yet. Sounds honestly interesting, because I've actually took a linguistics class in college. I am very interested in, like, the etymology of words. You know, whatever the words may be. So,
Oh man, it's finally hitting me.
do the Islanders have their desires back then?
Oh, hang on. It's morning already? Oh, no wonder I feel so beat.
They were there all night. Let's hope they didn't trash the RV.
Well, look who the cat dragged in.
No, I came here of my own volition. Mona didn't do nothing.
So, how'd it go? Who was
Zenkichi's
the
in the
monarch?
hospital now.
Was it really a local? Find anything on Mediz?
Zenkichi, we can tell you later. But now,
We need to get our beauty sleep.
I must sleep.
Oh, looks like you guys had a real time in there.
Utaba, don't act like you don't spend all-nighters regularly just on coffee from
Wait
LeBlanc.
here. I'll check out the route to the RV.
Good luck out there.
Thanks. I'll be in touch when I get a quick look.
And on the one hand, it sounds like we trust him. On the other hand, I don't feel like helping right now. I'm a little beat.
Now that I think about it, We just took a boat trip, went swimming, cooked a whole feast, and then dove straight into a jail.
All in one
No
day.
wonder even I'm bushed.
This game is breakneck speed. More Persona should be like
At
this,
least
honestly.
the first half was a lot of fun.
Not only that, we learned quite a bit from the jail.
That voice, though. Who do you think that was?
All I know is they're a real
gotta be
asshole
Emma.
copying Sophia's voice and everything.
It's gotta be. She is the prototype. Sleep. Kids screwed up their sleep schedule. Welcome to adulthood.
Oh, Senkichi is calling.
Moshi mosh.
You're all clear to come back to the RV. I haven't seen a single local so far.
They're all dead.
I can't tell if you guys really pulled it off or not, but at least the coast is clear.
Thank goodness. Let's go.
We return to the RV for some much needed rest. Meow. Oh, look at that. They got the sunroof up. Or the canopy.
I slept like a comatose rock.
Dwayne, no.
Man, nothing in that jail was making sense to me.
That reminds me, why did the desire manifest in the jail in the first place?
Just the remnants of a jail. Interesting. Because I've been talking about how every jail so far is based on like the real streets of the city that I happen to be in. But that one, you know, obviously I've never been inside the secret lab, but as far as, you know, we can tell from the outside, that was just like a palace, just the manifestation of what they think their lab to be.
Oh yeah, we never sent a calling card.
Because one was already sent? Right!
Yeah, in a way, I guess so.
Because the recording said, they're gonna take my desires? No, I still have them. I still have my power. So, calling card.
Based on what we heard from the tapes, the director was told by the perpetrator that he was going to seize his desire.
I need to check out more highly restricted research facilities. Should do that more
It
often.
must have fulfilled the role of calling card in this case.
Ghost jail. Moshi mosh, chicken days.
Yo, get some rest?
No.
How are the locals behaving?
We said we were gonna sleep, but we just spent all night watching Twitch.
No worries. Seems like they all came to their senses. It's nothing but good times here again.
You think one of them was like holding one of those torches? And then when they came to their senses, they accidentally like lit their clothes on fire?
Although, they all seem to have some pretty bad memory loss regarding the last few months.
Months?
So, if we didn't find a monarch here, why'd the locals treat the lab like that? Why'd they attack us?
The lab's experiments might have something to do with that.
Oh yeah, speaking of the monarch, a body's surfaced fitting his description.
A body?
I stumbled across it myself, down at the base of a cliff near the lab.
Ooh.
Name? Shuzo Ubukata, some sort of big shot AI researcher, and director of the lab.
Uh-oh.
Obviously, an autopsy will be done, but based on what you reported, it's most likely going to turn out suicide.
But we all know what really happened. Perform another autopsy. Edgeworth will request it regardless.
That can't be.
Ah. Yo, this is turning into some Famicom Detective Club stuff.
Another life ruined by whoever's masterminded this whole thing.
Holy jeez. Does this mean whoever is the mastermind was gonna kill Alice and Mariko and Ango Natsume? By the way, I realized Ango Natsume, author Soseki Natsume, author of I Am a Cat. Duh. Of course, that's a reference to that. You know, So Sexy Natsume from Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. We met him in a jail.
Taking a dive to avoid jail experimentation? Makes the most sense to me.
Oh no, it's Monokuma, cheese it!
Quite some time's passed since his death, but he still had some personal effects on him. I'll make sure they go with him when the coroner...
Huh?
Dude,
This is all standard police stuff. He's talking about it to kids like it's nothing. Personal effects, go with the coroner. Avoid jail experimentation. And so maybe it was suicide? Does this mean that a person receiving a calling card can just choose to end it? Well, they don't really know. Going by Persona 5's rules, they don't really know how palaces work. Closest somebody came to knowing palaces work is pretty much one of the big bads of the game. So even then, he only has somewhat of a knowledge of it. And he actually... minor spoilers for Persona 5, actually. So I warned that I'd be talking about these. He takes a special, like, comatose pill, like the fake death pill in Metal Gear Solid 3, with the express purpose of collapsing his own palace so that the Phantom Thieves would get caught in it. It doesn't work, but like, that is actually the closest somebody gets to doing that on purpose, at least as far as we know in Persona 5. But jails are different because they don't, as we can see, they don't collapse just because the owner is dead. So, for 5's rules, yes. For this game, maybe they were assuming it worked like palaces. It's not exactly clear how much these researchers knew about, like, the metaverse as understood in Persona 5.
Gramps, you're being pretty chill about all this heavy shit.
It's his job.
Oh, good point. Well, it is my line of work and all. Anyway, I found the key to the facility on him. We can get inside now.
Are you sure it's all right to do so?
It's investigation.
You're the one who pointed out how any illegally obtained evidence is useless in court.
Is it illegal now?
Not anymore. Now that a body's turned up, that
Yeah.
facility is prime investigation territory. No problem at all going in there.
Yeah, now they have reason.
The problem now is there's a chance nothing's left.
Man, I don't know how accurate this is to like actual Japanese police law. It makes sense to me, at least from what I know from Ace Attorney.
Why's that?
Speaking of Ace Attorney, I've been reading articles from the localizers from Great Ace Attorney. It's interesting. They've already talked about some of the choices they've made, and I can kind of infer how that differs from the fan translation. Here's an example. There's a character named Mitrov Stroganov in the fan translation and in the original game. They've localized it in true Capcom fashion to Beef Stroganoff. And his brother is Chicken Stroganoff. Because of course Capcom does that. Because of course. Beef Stroganoff.
The locals told me about a bunch of trucks going up to the lab and out of there a while ago. It's pretty likely the scene's been wiped clean.
We still ought to take a look for ourselves. There's always the possibility that something was left behind.
Hey, was excited for it. It's next month. I'm hoping to finish at least Strikers before then. Because then I'll have free time for a visual novel.
Yeah, let's bust this mastermind's ass.
Dylan is saying, would it be out of the question that if someone sees every other person get a calling card and has a change of heart, they get spooked about it? Yes, that exactly happens in Persona 5. In one case, it does result in what I talked about, with the person actually taking that fake death pill. And it also results, for the most part, it results in people being like, ha, all that change of heart stuff, they're just being cowards. They're just scared that the Phantom Thieves will do something. The Phantom Thieves don't actually exist. And wouldn't you know it, they get their heart changed. So, you know, it's interesting they actually do tackle that.
Pretty chill, huh?
Aw, yeah. You're pretty
Wonder
chill.
when that happened.
We're seeing Gramps de-age years at a time. Oh wow, it's like an office building. It literally looks like a backdrop from a Yakuza game.
Nothing. And I mean literally nothing. It's like this place didn't know shit about jails.
All I've found are very roundabout reports. We may have been too late coming here.
Dang.
I know it's a little late to ask, but aren't people supposed to preserve crime scenes?
We just so happened to find out it was a crime scene after poking around.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Jeez.
Aha! I've scored the treasure! There was a USB drive in the director's office.
Futaba, don't look at that. It might have stuff on
Hell
it.
yeah, Futaba, nice find! I can't believe something like that got left behind.
It's just gonna be like his MP3 playlist.
Me too. That sounds like the first kind of thing they'd want to get rid of.
It's an office you'd find in Yakuza, but way more messy.
Ah, but it very well could be the most important evidence. It was hidden in the director's desk drawer.
Oh.
You really did find the treasure here. Well done.
Can't show that on Twitch.
Yep.
Except it was actually Sophia's idea to look there.
Aha!
Search the internet for the top 10 places people hide things in the workplace.
What's number 9 through 1? You've got quite the nose. It pales in comparison to Igor.
Sophia's got you beat.
Ha!
This isn't a contest! Well, let's see what you found.
What we got?
You
What
in
we
yet,
got?
Sakura?
Is Ryuji sitting on a box?
Just a sec. It's password protected, but nothing the mighty Oracle can't handle.
Let's just guess. Password 1.
Well, there it is.
Wow, that was a password.
This is a list of some sort. Apparently this drive holds nothing but people's names.
You ever played Ace Attorney? A list of names can be the most powerful evidence. List of names gathered from a phone? It's everybody you blackmailed. List of names in a secret recording? Ooh, it's actually the Illuminati.
Is it a list of the people working here?
No. These names.
There are names. Please don't be our names.
These are famous
Okay,
or
good.
otherwise powerful people in all sorts of industries.
Targets for being monarchs. Has anyone talked about the Batman reference yet? In Yakuza? In this game?
Rich and famous people? Is it like a list of sponsors?
Bruce Wayne?
I could have sworn I've seen all these names recently.
Let's see. Yoshikawa. He confessed to document tampering a few weeks ago.
Okay. The girl from Persona 5 Royal, her name is Yoshi Tsune, right? I was like, wait, Yoshi? Yoshi?
Now that you mention it, this one's the Sapporo Central Councilman who confessed to bribery last month.
Oh. Batman reference with the name Oracle. Ah. Possibly. I mean, that's been around since Persona 5, but, you know, since it's a game about thieves, it could be possible.
Wait,
Yoshizawa.
You mean the person who had his heart changed by Mari-san? That means this list is...
A trail to the mastermind. Targets of hearts to change. It's like a pyramid scheme.
That's it. This is a list of people whose hearts the mastermind wanted changed.
But not before they change other people's hearts.
But why so many powerful figures? What exactly is being accomplished here?
That's still a mystery. I'm gonna need that USB drive for a while.
How do you intend to make use of it?
I'm gonna snoop around the whole roster, from the bottom of the ladder on up.
Just take a picture of it.
So, whoever would benefit most from all those people getting their hearts changed, you think that'll be the culprit?
Bingo. It'll take time, but I swear I'll do whatever it takes to get to the bottom of this.
Oh yeah, Gramps.
That kind of swearing may be good and all, but you should probably go home to Akane every so often too.
That too. Have you tried working from home?
I was gonna.
At any rate, you've helped us a great deal by now.
Just imagine if Dojima had the Phantom Thieves to bring him back to reality. I guess that's, you know, the purpose of Yu Narukami and his crew.
We got to crash at his place, and he kept us from getting ambushed.
We owe you one, Gramps.
Nice work, Senkichi.
Seems like he's fitting in better too. What do you say? Feel like you're a Phantom Thief now?
Yeah, we need to give him a persona. Here, get thrust into this situation where you need to, like, reevaluate your values and start to rebel.
Why would I want to go from public security to national fugitive? Anyway, I'm heading back to HQ. What are you kids gonna do?
We're going to
There really isn't
Disneyland.
anything we can do until Zenkichi identifies the mastermind.
Should we go back with him to Kyoto for now?
I guess we don't really have any other leads.
Do we really have to? That boat made me so sick last time.
Ryuji, it's the only way back. Gonna get on a plane?
Then why not go to Kyushu instead?
Kyushu?
Our boat trip won't be too long if we do that.
Never been there.
We could even scout the area for jails.
Now it just feels like we're going on vacation. Next stop, Hakata Pork Ramen! I know Ryuji's down. You deserve a reward. After that outburst, heck
Indeed,
yeah.
we cannot sample their specialty ramen soon enough. We must remember to try the stewed organ hot pot as well.
Stewed organ? Which organs?
Seriously, man. What is it with you and Hot Pot?
Hot pot can have noodles. You can have the best of both worlds.
Off to Kyushu, huh? Sounds good.
Oh, you're right. Right, Futaba's code name in the Japanese version is Navi. Wait, is it? Is it? Navi is just like what they use to shorten for navigator. But maybe that's also her code name? I think I might have seen that somewhere. Maybe. Oracle. Former Batgirl. They both are redheads with glasses.
I'll keep after whoever's at
Maybe.
the bottom of these cases. The moment I find out, you'll know.
You could be right.
I have consulted the ferry departure timetable. We will be able to leave immediately if we hustle.
I don't like hustling.
Well, time to roll out. Let's pack up and head for the docks.
Can we just meander instead? It's more my style. Ha! We'll be saying goodbye to this beautiful place far too soon. You sure there's nothing left you want to do? Once you board the boat, there's no coming back. Make sure you get it all done. Once you're ready, let's take the RV back to port. I think I got a better plan, Morgana.
My apologies for bringing this up, even though we're leaving soon. There's something I wanted to ask of you before we go. Do you have some time to talk? Please let me know.
Alright, here's the plan. We're gonna start Yusuke's little mission. That'll probably be the next like only here side quest. And while I'm working on that, we'll do some painful pass, baby. It's a little short of 3 hours. We got plenty of time. Oh, this is perfect. I love that this was a short and simple jail. Honestly, a breath of fresh air. And you know, in Persona games, there's always that moment where like you think you're okay with business as usual. You're already used to how jails and palaces and whatnot are supposed to work, but then they throw that curveball at you. This is perfectly in line with Persona. It's so good.
Ah, Chris, you've come. The azure sky, the crystalline ocean, the caressing wind.
Yeah, what do you want? You want to visit a restaurant? There's a new brand of paint in Okinawa.
Simply standing still in this spot alone provides an endless flow of artistic inspiration. However, no matter how much I allow my passion to guide my hand, I feel as if something is missing from my sketches. For my final attempt here, I wish for your input. Out of all the rare forms of beauty found on this island,
My next motif should be...
is there any subject worthy of capturing for future contemplation?
Yeah, if you could just paint Haru, I mean, how about a Shisa? What about some Rafute? Some what? The Utaki? That would get us in trouble, but he'd love to do it, I bet. Heck, I'm gonna suggest this and see what happens.
Yes. I see. The revered area of the beach. However, I cannot bring myself to enter such a restricted area against the wishes of the locals. Is there any such beauty that could quench my burning passion? That's right! The Shisa is the most integral to Okinawa.
That's what I would have chosen if I was trying to get it right.
Perhaps I should go sketch the statues we saw by the dock. No, that won't be enough. I wish to capture the one that is larger than life. The perfect balance of grand fury and impish delight.
Speaking of which...
As I recall, there was Shisa in the jail here.
Were there?
Let's go.
I didn't even pay attention. Oops.
I can't wait a moment longer. We must make for the jail immediately, Chris. Should I cross swords with that shadow even once more? I'm certain...
Oh, you mean the personas? I thought you meant like statues.
I'm certain I'll glean truth from the encounter. I will send you a request by smartphone, so please, let's make our leave without wait. I wish to complete my Shisa sketch before my passions burns out. I apologize for the favor, but I hope you'll assist. In the name of art, at least.
For art! Indy Daniel, what's up? Welcome on in.
Part for now.
I'm not ending right now, but we're taking it easy. We got some big story done, and we're just helping Yusuke with his arts. Yeah, as you should. Man, I want to go to Okinawa in real life. Goku's going to sleep. Have a good night. Sleep well.
Next up is Kyushu, correct? If memory serves me correctly, that island is known for...
The beautiful ladies are active volcano pork ramen. If I was talking to Ryuji, I'd say ramen, but I'm going to say active volcano. Yeah. He would love, like, nature.
Yes, the area once known as the Land of Fire. For good reason. A volcanic treasure. Perhaps that means a trip to the hot springs is in order. Whatever the case may be, I look forward to our arrival. Hopefully we will continue to enjoy our excursion together.
But...
although now that I think about it, we must also prepare ourselves for the possibility that we'll encounter a jail.
Possibility, you say? I say inevitability, because this is a video game, sir.
Let's see.
This is a video game, sir.
This is the request. You're already working on this
What?
one. You're
Oh, I
already
need to
working
confirm
on
that.
this. Mission accomplished.
Okinawan Art Appreciation. That's the one I need.
Time to get to work. You're already
Defeat
working on
Shisas with Fox. Easy. And Painful
You're doing
Pass.
this one?
Sure. I probably waited too long, which means there'll be a cakewalk. But hey, perfect to take care of right now, right?
Let's get to work.
Gather at the hideout. We love chilling. You know it. How's your night going? Hope you're doing well, Indy. Anything cool going on? Excited for any video games coming soon? Maybe some E3 news? Mensore.
Mensore, what are you selling? Are you sure?
Bum ba da da do do ba da da do.
You want, how many would you like?
Super Jolt. Cures brainwash? Sure.
You will put it to good use, okay?
Rice?
You will,
Sure.
thank you very much.
Flour? Sure.
You will, thank you very much.
I should write something.
Don't save over that. Save for this. Oh yeah. We got requests, but we need to do Painful Pass. Let me change about my party. We want Yusuke in there for sure. I'm not thinking about much other than the new Ratchet and Clank. I'm not gonna say too much about it because I've already said my piece, but it's gonna be amazing. Apparently, it's getting rave reviews, just raving reviews, Raven Rabbids reviews. Makoto's out. Your time is done. Wow. No, yeah, we're using Makoto and Yusuke. Pretty good. Going back. Wait, we gotta accept those Painful Pass.
Here's what I found. You're accepting
One.
this request? Okay.
Two.
You're accepting this request? Time to get
Three.
You're accepting this request? Time to get to work.
Oh yeah, oops.
Now then.
Open the door.
Get to work.
AOL's gotta get some sleep. Enjoy all the good horror moments. Oh, you know I will. Sleep well, AOL. Thanks for hanging. And you prepare for more Resident Evil. I can't wait to see if you enjoy it enough to maybe start speedrunning it, or not. Honestly, I just want to see you get to the Leon run. Have a good night, AOL. Indy hasn't tuned in much since he started working. Hey, I hope work's been going well. Get that bread, get that dough, for sure. So as far as I know, the Painful Pass are you just go back to the jail and go to where you fought them before, and they'll be there. Da, 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 da. New games. E3. I feel like this is going to be the most exciting E3 in a while, just because we've been backed up on news for almost a year. Maybe over a year, depending on the company, how they handled it. Which one of these brings me to the castle? I'm just going to go in. I think I can just walk straight to the castle from here. Vaccine canvassing job. Interesting.
I just remembered. Hey, Joker, did you already finish your homework?
Doing great work. Homework? What, do I have summer homework here? Heck no. I do not want.
Should we take a look?
Hello, goodbye. Didn't even try. They do so little damage. Are they literally doing 1%? 15 EXP. Chump change.
Wait,
Doing some great work, Indy.
that flew by.
Absolutely. We stand. Haven't been releases lately. It almost feels like everyone's waiting for June.
I want to check that out.
I think what's happening is everybody waited until just before E3 to release their games.
There doesn't appear to be any danger.
Because that's when all the news is going to come out, and people are going to be like, oh man, there's something cool. I need to save money for that. So, like, up until now is when they were like, okay, nobody's doing surprise releases. Let's make our games release on June 11th. And now it's happening. Oh, I miss this music. Ooh. Path to the Abyss. Enter battle. You guys ready for some questionable rabbits? Is it just gonna play the cutscene again?
And now,
It is. It's the same one. Ah, yeah, eat me. No, literally, she gets a tail that says eat me. Why am I watching the cutscene again? I don't know, maybe I miss it. In a weird, deranged way, it's nostalgic. Just for the sake of the boss, it's not complete without the cutscene, right? Hee-ho! Hee-ho!
What in the... She turned into some kind of rabbit!
What are you looking at? You're looking at the first boss of the game. I'm sorry it had to be like this.
This really is Alice in Wonderland.
I can skip through this. Painful past. It's like we're looking at the, let's see, weak to fire, weak to wind. I do not have the correct people for that. I do have Jack Frost. Bada boom, bada bing, bada ba. Actually, kaboom! Oh, she is so weak. Look, a couple of attacks, she's already down to like, well, she's not down to anything extreme, but yeah, this is gonna be short work. This went nuts pretty quickly. This is, they have this little thing in the game where you're fighting old bosses. I know their stats are higher, but I kind of waited a while before doing this one. I wanted to do a couple at once. I was waiting for a good time on stream to do it, and now's that time. So this Monarch was a fashion designer slash idol, and she was stealing people's desires to make them her fans. Like, look, her fans have like the glow sticks in the background and everything.
Everything I have, just like she did. Just try me.
For sure, the past year has interrupted a lot of game developers' release schedules. If the fact that Zelda's 35th anniversary is so light was any indication.
Why is she so fast?
Because it's really this year and next year where we're really feeling the effects of all the working from home growing pains. Stop it, Alice. Stop it. Yeah, join the club, Alice. Great. Perfect place to attack, Joker. Really make you feel the pain. Boom, boom, bam, boom, bam. Need a little healing. One more. Sleepy Tabby, thanks for the follow.
All the men in the world. Where are you? Let me in.
Boop. Kaboom! I killed her with confetti. That paper cut, though. Die, monster! You don't belong in this world. Thank you. Was the rabbit thing part of her idol routine? More like... as you can see from the castle, her theme is Alice in Wonderland because her name is Alice, and this is her Wonderland. Looks more like a circus. You know what? While we're here, actually, there's a shadow I know was supposed to be super powerful. I wonder if I can take it on now. Boom, boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, boom. Excuse me, pardon me. Hee hee. It's funny because Persona Q has its first dungeon also based on Alice in Wonderland, and it's just weird that it's happened twice. I don't think the developers of that game and this game, maybe they didn't have the same writers. Maybe it was a different team at Atlas and they just realized a little too late, oop, we're doing that idea again. It's okay, we're doing it different enough. Other checkpoint. Where's the place I was thinking of? Was it Miyamai Park? It was like Bonkamachi East, I think? There's like a shadow hanging around outside of a keep.
Here we are. What do we do next?
And it was supposed to be the first, like, oops, don't attack that. That's super
I think we
powerful.
can ambush them. What's our plan?
Let's go.
Bye-bye. Yeah, right here. Not these guys, but the one over there.
Don't lower your guard.
Actually, I can just run. Stop.
Only a few remain.
Down.
Finish them
Ba,
Hang on a sec. Stop.
Getting another one of those readings.
There. Now book it.
We'll be fine. Worst case, I can run away, right? Oh goody, Alice in Wonderland. Not a fan, but you like its aesthetic. I mean, I don't know how many Japanese developers have actually read Alice in Wonderland or even watched the movie. Hey, look, the first freaking world of Kingdom Hearts is also Alice in Wonderland. Also, he really does not care. Boop. What we got? Killer teddy bear. Monokuma!
You're mine. Let's go.
What do you weak to? Thunder and wind. I need to do that myself.
Oh, nice, Joker. You hit its weakness.
Perhaps I should be taking note.
He is actually still pretty strong. As late in the game. Oh! Oh!
This is bad.
Joker fell back. You gotta
I'm going. I'm going. This is too strong for me.
fall behind. Careful.
We got some other
There's a
painful
shadow
paths to
lurking
do.
around.
I just wanted to see if I was in any way a high enough level for that. I guess not. Good to know. Alright then.
What is that?
Pardon me? I've tried fighting that off stream before, and I've known it was powerful, but still. And I survived one hit. Better than before. But we gotta go.
Let's head back and recuperate.
This one seems to be more neon than Alice in Wonderland. Yeah. This one's more like fashion party with sub-theme Alice in Wonderland, because, you know, there's cards and teacups, I guess.
Let's get to work.
The first level of Persona Q is definitely more Alice in Wonderland, because it's about wandering through Cheshire Cats, actually getting lost, other mechanics like that. You have to, like, drink a shrinking potion to get across a barrier. Stuff like that. This one is just, you know, you attack fun-themed obstacles. That's about it. Next jail, we got Sendai.
Yeah, let's do this.
Cause what you're saying is Casino Park is your jam. You mean that Batman Casino? I think you mean Casino Night or Twinkle Park. No, Twinkle Park from Sonic Adventure. Let's go. That I like. I would love to see what Twinkle Park would actually look like if it was a amusement park in the Sonic world and not just a level. Is this where it is? The Sonic Heroes Casino. Oh yeah, actual. Okay, you're right. Casino Park. It's been a while since I played Sonic Heroes. I've watched people play it. I know
Let's check it out.
Kamui Kushi. He's been playing it. I think he finished. It's a decent game, honestly. Probably the best non-Sonic Adventure Sonic game until Sonic Colors released. Path opened up. Time for some underwear dragons. You know it. And we have Yusuke in the party. We're good. You hate the level layout, you like the look. I barely remember, like, the gimmicks of the levels.
Everyone looking down on me.
I'll play it again someday. I played Shadow the Hedgehog on stream.
My true power.
Welcome to Edgelord Author.
My final form.
Possibly descendant of Soseki Natsume. But he's just a cliche fanfiction writer that, like, steals everybody else's tropes. And he's probably just a nerd who plays Dragon Quest all day, so, you know, I can relate. I don't remember a Dragon Quest where you are a dragon, but boy oh boy does that look like Dio. Koro Dio da! Roar! Dialogue, blah blah blah.
He's writing something! Is he building up?
Anga Natsume! Now we really know who's meant to fight this dragon. And it's not Ichiban Kasuga. Imagine if he cameoed, though. We had, like, the guy from Catherine cameo in Persona 3 Portable. Maybe Sega would be open to, like, putting a Yakuza cameo in Persona. So, yes, we will get... Maybe we will get Saejima one day. Blood of dragons. Blood of a dude who dabs in a British gavel. Mabufu! Mabufu these nuts! Your least favorite Sonic game. Even worse than, like, Sonic and the Black Knight? Are you sure? Are you sure? Maybe Sonic Labyrinth? Sleepy Tabby, nice emote. Very cute. Ew, put that away, man. I don't need to see that tail. Is his attacks are like chapter names. I didn't notice that last time. Maybe I did.
Powered up like crazy. He must be getting serious.
Chapter 4, A Lord Rises. It really does remind me of classic Dragon Quest.
Can you target his weakness and
Like the all caps attacks. Yo, stop right there. I'm gonna stop you right there. Soseki Natsume, the greatest writer of all time.
Oracle, is there anything we can do? Over there. Those swords are stuck in the ground. Let me use those to turn him into a pincushion.
Baby! You'd rather play Sonic 06 and Black Knight for the first time. That bad, huh? I don't know. I just like playing as Team Rose. Big the Cat gameplay that was actually fun. Hee. I am excited for Sonic Colors. Again, it'll be the first time I'll really like play it for real. I need to look up when that's coming out again. Go, everybody go, mash. Dynasty Warriors, baby! Team Rose is probably the least problematic run. There you go. We just need the positivity. Cream and Big the Cat and Underwear. Underwear the Chow. That's his name, right? Nightmare Dragon. Dragon! Speaking of Dragon Quest, actually, I found out about Dragon Quest Heroes, which apparently is not by Koei Tecmo, but it is from the makers of that other Warriors-like game. Is it from the makers of Sengoku Basara? I think so.
Alright.
But basically, it's like the Dragon Quest version of Persona 5 Strikers. Yo!
I can do much with this, I'm sure.
Oh, he. My chance of rage. Rage. Oh, I don't know anymore. Knockdown style, Bufala, Mabufu. The nice thing about the Strikers style is I don't need both Bufala and Mabufu.
I can't wait to try this one out.
It's just wide area versus wider area. Mafrela. Get rid of Frey. Here we go. Easier than cleaning paint off a paintbrush. Easy peasy. And I'm actually wondering if I'm high enough level to take on Mariko's painful past, because that I had trouble with when I was the appropriate level for that, but let's try it. We've got time. Return from the jail.
And shall we head back?
Ba-da-da-da, ba, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-ba-da-da. I think Okinawa's music is my favorite so far. Get that traditional Japanese instrumentation going on. It reminds me of the Legend of the Legend of the Mystical Ninja starring Goemon. That series, I never played it, but the music's a jam. It was from Konami. Freaking bum bum ba dun dun da 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 ba ba da. Anyway, let's actually turn in those painful past requests.
Here's what I found. You're already
Now,
working on
Saragi,
this one.
bond up. Wait a minute. I will want to make sure this is maximized. It's maximized. Bond level will increase more quickly. Ready to bond it up, baby.
Here's what I found. Are you double checking the request? Mission accomplished.
Ooh, pretty good.
Are you double checking the
Unlock
request?
skill cap for safe cracker. Okay.
Mission accomplished.
So now I can get that one.
Let's see.
It's not too useful right now, but it will be useful for when I go back into the Okinawa dungeon. Because I probably will. Get some points. I'll save those for later.
Persona.
Here's what I found.
Okinawan
Are
art
you double checking the
appreciation. We
request?
can do that real quick. Just so we don't have to do it off stream. And because I said I'm gonna go back into that dungeon anyway.
Are you
Painful
double
past
checking the
Mariko. I'm gonna try it, and I'm gonna go bring on this time. Does she have good equipment though? I can just buy it. Because I need to cure freezing real bad. So Makoto out, on in. What? What was that? Something about my party member learned a new skill? Persona. Skill details, no. Master arts, no. Oh, here we go. I think they were warning me about, I should make sure her skills are up to date. So let's do that. Dia can change to... You don't actually get Media, do you? Aggie... I don't need that. I do need Dodge Ice. Let's get Dodge Ice. There you go. Looking perfect. Sweet. I wonder if we get our level 10 personas in this game. It's a little weird that they downgrade. Mensore.
Mensore.
Oh yeah. Sophia knows what I like to hear. Whip sword? No way, we got Ivy Valentine.
You want this one? Do you want to equip that? Thank you very much.
Watch out, Soul Calibur.
Who's it for? You want this one?
Dog watch kimono.
You want this one?
What's the comparison? 56? Why am I wearing
You want
that?
this one?
Oh,
Do you want to
jeez.
equip that? Thank you very much.
Has it really been
Who's
that
it
long
for?
since I've used on? I'm so sorry.
Things are discounted right now. You should
I'm
write
good.
something.
I should write something.
And one more, baby, one more.
Here's what I found.
Painful past? You're up, baby. Sapporo!
Alright, keep your guard up.
Ah. This game is just so good. Would it be too much to say that the hallmark of a good RPG is that it makes you want to grind? At the very least, mechanically. But hey, if there's a story reason to make people want to grind, then I guess that fits too. Right? Ba-da-da-da.
Time to teach these creeps a lesson.
Alright, wish me luck. I haven't prepared it all, but maybe it'll work.
Honestly,
Not sure if I want to see this one again.
they're all in my way.
Yum, 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 yum. I want some food. Gross.
You've made me so very. It's dinner time.
You're getting spit everywhere. Wear a mask, lady. Ew. You ate the table.
Mari-san, with your dupe.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. This time, I've added bitterant.
Whoa, what's with all the food?
Now's not the time to talk about that.
Time to stuff your face. Here she comes.
You mean zero? Yeah, this one's pretty strong. Ooh, we got some backup. Thank you, Miku. I'm not doing much damage. Yo, okay, I think one dungeon after might be a little too early. But we'll try. Boy, oh boy, will we.
Yours.
Maybe want some baton pass? I'm doing like marginally more damage. Maybe marginally. I'm not sure. The reinforcements have arrived. Oh my god, I never realized she still has her head. Whoop. No. Yeah. 2 and 1, 2. I'm trying to get the free psychic. It's not working. Just use psychic. Just use SP. Cheese. Ooh. Yes. He was a late chicken from the Halp earlier. But was he late? Or was he precisely on time? A chicken is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. Nice dodge. Heck yeah! This is going way better than the last time. Then again, at half health, she like busted out the slow moves. So I hope that doesn't happen. Wee. It's free. It's free real estate. It's free governance. Environmental factors? No way. We ain't using chandeliers.
More! There's still more!
Please no. Dinner time is over. Dessert maybe, but I ain't that sweet.
Please stop, Mari-san. I know you're so kind to me now. Technical for the week.
All things considered, this is still going way better. Spam!
That went really well.
That's the meal you'll be eating. Apparently spam is like pretty much a staple in Hawaii. That's why they got spam musubi type sushi. Not really sushi. She's on the ropes. Never mind, we're fine.
Get ready.
Go to a Hawaiian restaurant, you'll have like giant plates with like fried pork and spam and egg and moco loco. Loco moco. Oh, I miss Hawaiians, but I haven't had it in a while. Maybe I'll order some.
Gotta exploit those weaknesses. Nice one, you are. Oh, it's amazing.
Not enough SP. That's a problem.
Sure.
If only anybody else knew psychic moves. So slow. That was causing me troubles last time. Speed doesn't matter in the menu, baby.
Persona! You're mine! Come, take it!
Just do it. Just do it.
Let's go. Grab it.
I'm not even sure what status effect this is.
It's a strong one. Exploit its weakness to
Can I heal it? You know what? Haru has them read a drop.
Please allow me.
I can't use it because I have no SP. That works too. Die. Die, monster. You don't belong in this world.
All right.
What is a man?
I got a new power.
Maragyon. Sweet.
Oh, I've learned a new skill.
Sweet. Yes, yes, yes. Man, that didn't even take like... It barely took half an hour. We even have time to do use case thing. Let's go.
Great job, everyone.
I'm feeling fine, feeling dandy. Just don't call me Andy, 'cause that's not my name. That's not my name, kid. That's not the name of the one who you should blame. I'm just playing games like it's all the same. Oh, yeah.
Get to.
I'm playing games. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Time to cook, Jesse. No cooking.
This is you're already working on this. Mission accomplished.
Easy. Look at that bond. Plus 10 points.
I'll just add this.
Delicious. Sweet.
Beginning infiltration.
Was that Sophie that time? Oh, that's adorable. Somebody out there is gonna program a Sophie app based on her lines from the game and just make an actual voice companion, and we will willingly use it. I'm gonna check the request. It'll tell me which area has the shisas. There's only like 2 areas in this dungeon, but let's get a definitive value.
This is the request. You're already working on this one.
In research lab and document storage. A library. I think this is document storage.
Jails certainly have an
It's got documents.
appeal unlike that of a past.
Switch out.
Understood. Should things settle down, I'd love to paint.
This jail especially is like a palace.
Are we lucky or
Just a legion.
You won't escape.
Or no, we do. This has got to be enough. What is that, like 7 of them? I need 10 though.
a little more?
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. This music's growing on me. I do have the PlayStation Classic,
Easier than cleaning a paintbrush.
which does have
Keep it moving.
Revelations Persona on it. A long time ago. History about that.
Ooh, what's that?
Atlas wanted to call the Persona series... No, rather, they wanted to call the Shin Megami Tensei series Revelations as the official name for it over in the West. It never really caught on. Could you imagine a world where
Noir's agility's
we
been
got
cut.
Revelations 3 Nocturne?
Just a few more to go. Let's show them what we can do.
It sounds so weird. Revelations 3 Nocturne.
Just a draft mob. Easy victory ahead.
Round, jump around, speed up, roll over.
Nice work, ladies and gents.
Okay, let's move.
Weakness.
This must be the last one. Shin Megami Tensei Tokyo Revelations. Tokyo Mirage Revelations. Fire Emblem. That would happen. Fire Emblem. I hear it's not a bad Shin Megami Tensei Persona-like. Nobody played it because it was about like idols and stuff. At least nobody in America. I think it was relatively popular in Japan. Matt Mercer. Matt Mercer. Show them no Mercer here. What are you weak to? They tried making the setting for Persona 1 a town in America. Yeah, it changed from... It wasn't Tokyo, but it was some real city in Japan, I think. It's kind of weird. Persona 1 and 2, I think they used real cities? Then 3 and 4 used fake cities, and then 5 used a real city again. I might be thinking of classic Shin Megami Tensei using real cities. But I know that was a thing in some of the games.
This is the request.
That's ready. So easy. I don't have any treasure chests to open, but, you know, we'll get there. I'll just get those off stream, because I am feeling a little pooped. Just a little bit. SMT Tokyo Revelations was a movie. Oh, okay. So Revelations, Tokyo Revelations. Nice. All about revealing the revelations to be revealed. Reveal your true form. I swear I'm looking at the hook. Nothing else.
Whee! I'll just add this.
Alright, Yusuke. You got your painting done? Did you forget? I bet he forgot to paint while we were fighting. Lunar Veil. They also did some questionable things, like changing characters' names and appearances entirely. To try to be more American. It's, odd. But since that's the only version we got on PlayStation, that's the version on the PlayStation Classic. The, PSP remake of Persona 1 is more authentic, however. So, at the very least, that's probably the version you'd want to play if you want to honestly play Persona 1 and not have it be too old.
This is the request. Are you double-checking the request?
And I think, with regards to the PlayStation Store closures, Atlas was going to take them off of the store, but they decided recently to pedal back on that.
Yes, yes, that's it! I've finally completed a wholly satisfactory sketch during our time here, and it's entirely thanks to you, Chris.
Yes, and then...
I have an idea. Here, please accept this gift as my personal thanks. An elderly artist who said he's been crafting Shisa for over 50 years passed by here only a moment ago. He said he sent something from my Shisa sketch, and told me I absolutely had to accept a pair of his figurines.
Send something from my Shisa sketch. Send something from my Shisa sketch. Send something from my Sketch set. I can't say that 3 times fast.
The strength and delight in their expressions. What charming little fellows. You know, their size makes them perfect for display in the RV.
I'm not putting one in the RV, dude. No, wait. You gave us a small figurine, so okay, sure.
It appears we've begun amassing quite the collection, with cherished memories to match.
Good job!
Vacation! 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 Time to play Spot the Souvenir. Check it out. There's the little umbrella and the tree on the back, the life preserver. The Shisa is kind of covered by the menu, but I wish I could see it in 3D. Look at this place. And yes, this is a very wide RV. Jeez.
Now then.
But until next time, I think that's it. I think that is it. Common, you gotta tell me more about this SMT movie. Is it good? Is it better than Final Fantasy Spirits Within? Oh, okay, it's not good, but what about the second question? Better than Spirits Within? Maybe? I'm guessing they came out around the same time. But yeah, look at that transition. Let's go, baby. Any art for tonight? No, but as always, if you wanna post art, post it to the Discord or tweet it at me, and we'll see what's up. So let me just do my spiel. Larry Kun, thanks for lurking. Queen Miku, thanks for making it to the end. I hope it's not too late for you. I hope you had some nice times beating up rabbits, apparently. So Sapphire, you too. Oh yeah, thanks everybody. Yeah, I'll let you guys sleep if you need to go. I'll post the links just in case anybody's new. You know, follow me on Twitch, YouTube, Discord, all that stuff. If you need to go to sleep, I shall let you. Quick ending today. It's not too late, but I think I went too late last time. We'll play more Persona tomorrow, so, like, I feel really good where we are in the game. Let's see who we want to raid. If you need to go to sleep, I will let you. Have a good night. And stay clucky.